Hello, Claudia. 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 No, I messed that up. Sorry.
He's horrible at this.
Can you tell? And I've,
Hi guys.
Weird.
hi,
How you
welcome.
doing today, Claudia?
I've just
I was just wondering what this is, so I just joined. Sorry if I crashed the party here.
Oh, no, no, no.
No,
I'm just early for the Lions Den and AMA thing today.
I see my friend from France here, Le Boulet.
Le Boulet.
Le Boulet.
Are you French? Français?
I'm not French.
Ah,
I'm German.
ah. I keep wanting to say. I want to say Claudia. Like Claudia. I want Claudia. Sorry.
Now that's how people usually call me, but in the United States, I'm Claudia.
I know. So uncultured. It's Claudia. Sorry. Hooked on phonics. Dear Slayer. Le Boulet. He is burning. The Burning Man. Is that what that's for? Did you go to Burning? Anybody go to Burning Man? I know Crypto Addict went, but I don't think he's here. Uh,
Like a big disaster this year at Burning Man with being rained out and stuff. I don't know. I just saw
well,
some headlines.
yeah, like it's monsoon season for us right now in Nevada. It's monsoon season. That's what happens this time of year.
okay.
So when you plan something around this time of year, it might rain because it's monsoon season. Anyway, so when it rains here, it doesn't rain. It just like it takes like 4 hours, maybe 5 hours worth of rain, and just drops it in like 2 minutes, like and it's done. So everything floods, and then it all gets sucked back into the earth, and then it's done. It floods for like an hour, and then an hour later, it's gone. It's the most ridiculous thing.
It's like
So,
tropical on.
A, a little, but in the middle of the desert, it don't make sense. Like the park next door is still messed up. Like they haven't cleaned it up yet from the flood. So there's like it moved all the dirt from one side to another. I don't know.
And FJ.
What's up, FJ? It's been a long time, my lion brethren. Thor, the god of lions.
No, I'm waiting on him to drop another video.
Say again?
Said I'm waiting on him to drop another video.
Dear Slayer, doesn't he look like like
I tune into
Thor but
everybody.
lion? Lion Thor. Thor lion. Lion Thor. Lena Thor. Something.
Looks like he needs a damn haircut.
A little bit. I'm jealous of his beard though, because I can't eat. This is like the longest I can get this without it become like a pimple festival.
I love it. I bust his ass, but I think it looks awesome.
I'm jealous. He looks like that guy from Game of Thrones, the bear fucker. What's the bear fucker's name?
That's an upset.
Thorman. Tormund Giantsbane. Tormund Giantsbane. He's he fucked a bear once. Sorry, yeah, I didn't make it up. He done fucked a bear. Do you know who? Hey, Claudia. Claudia. Do you know who's joining us today?
Yeah.
Is it Yo Crypto Rock or SG or SG? Who's gonna be? I forget who from the team is gonna actually be joining me.
So Steven Grillo, he's already here in the chat. I see him.
Uh,
Um,
I don't see him so far.
I don't know why
Morning,
he's
sir.
showing up.
Morning, Matt. I don't see him in the room so far.
Yeah, but he's coming, and then Ansu, he's our partner in Liberia. He's joining us too
Okay.
from Liberia.
I don't know where Liberia is. Hello.
What?
Echo, where is Liberia?
He lacks
Liberia
culture.
is a country in Western Africa with a population of
I just told you that earlier,
5,360,000.
didn't I?
It shares a border
See
with
that?
3 countries,
He just
including Cote
denies
d'Ivoire,
my
Guinea, and
knowledge.
Sierra Leone. Its capital is
Also, man, how
Monrovia.
you doing today, big bro?
Interesting. So it's next to 3 other countries that I don't know where they are. Ha ha! That helped me a lot.
It's in Africa, bro. Western Africa.
Okay. I don't know where
West,
that. I
yeah,
don't know where that is
it's
either,
West
bro.
Africa. What? It's West Africa.
So I'm pointing west right there. Is that Africa? I don't know.
What country
I,
in Africa do you know?
what? What did you
He
say?
What
said, what
African
country?
country do you? What African country do you know? And then I can tell you where
None.
to go from there.
None.
Well, okay,
I barely know what the country I'm in.
okay.
I know the state I'm in. And I can get places if you gave me a map, but like by memory or just like thinking about it, I, I can't do that. I'm not that
Okay.
good. I'm not that good. But I could tell you what happened in the 10th episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Well, that's good knowledge to have.
Yeah. 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 I got you. You want to know? I got you.
No, but one important thing to know about West Africa is that it has a lot of resources. A lot of these countries along the coast,
That
be it
is
Angola,
that explains
Nigeria,
that explains the
and so on.
colonizing.
Yes, so they have a lot of resources and lots of um, oil, for example, in Nigeria, and then there is gold all along the coast from Liberia, Sierra Leone, etc., and gold, diamonds, other iron ore, these kinds of things can be found here.
Nice.
98% of the world's minerals come out of Africa.
That does explain all the colonizing.
That explains all the Chinese interest too. They're going around
Yep.
buying off Africa. So
Yeah, they're doing that new Silk Road thing, right?
they've been doing it for a while. I mean, I used to live in Nigeria, and they've been buying water rights. Imagine that. They're buying the water. So it's interesting what's going on there, and it's about time that the people themselves get some power and cash in, I would say.
Yes, I would very much like some power. If anybody wants to give me power, can you call me? I would very much like
No,
some
bro.
power, please. Thank you
First
very
you
much.
need the money, and then you get the power, and then you use that power, and you gain respect. So you're gonna need money
No,
first.
no, that's not how the song goes. That's not how the song goes. First, you need the money. Never mind.
Yeah,
That's Little Kim.
yeah. I said it right. First
No,
you need the
no,
money, then
no,
you
no,
get the power.
no. You got. Then you need the motherfucking power. That's how it goes, sir.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you're excused.
Hey, you got a guy raising his hand, bro.
Who's that? Who's waving your hand?
AB Crypto.
AB Crypto. All right. Okay. You are unmuted, AB Crypto. Is that one of your guys? No. Can we snipe? I don't know.
Well,
Yeah, AP Crypto has been to our um, AMAs with the DeFi snipers. So
I don't know very much about the Lions Den, so I'm gonna be learning all brand new stuff.
good.
So start from the
Yo,
beginning,
what's
please.
up, everyone?
How you doing
Morning.
today, FJ?
Doing good, man.
Hey,
And yo,
hello
T, the
guys.
live then it's gonna be something crazy, man. I've dived a bit into the white paper and stuff and
Hmm.
everything that they're planning. It's gonna be pretty interesting, man.
You
Mm.
liking it? All right. I haven't. I don't read very much, guys. I pretend to sometimes. I mostly watch videos sometimes, but usually I fast forward through the videos.
Well, that's why we're doing the AMA because not very many people like to read anymore. We write the white papers, but it's really just so that that we can point people to it. But most people would love to hear it
Uh,
or watch a video.
all right. So let me start sharing my screen. We got about. I want to share the 15-minute message. Screen? No, not this screen. That screen. So you guys can see my screen now, right?
Yes, yes, you're good.
Let's go. It's in 10 minutes, 15 minutes to go. All right, copy. Let me make that post on Twitter and then include.
Do you have the link to our white paper, Tiamat?
I have the website pulled up, but oh yeah,
Yeah,
the white
the
paper's
white
right there.
paper.
I'm gonna pull it up
Okay.
in the screen. Okay, so let's see. What was I doing? I just lost my train of thought. Ah, there I am. God, it's so amazing how quickly I can forget what I'm trying to do, say, think. It only takes a second. Include this link, please. Please don't mask it. All right. I use ChatGPT for everything. It's awesome. Okay. Some hashtags, please. Hash- All right. Perfect. Copy and paste. Okay. Really? I'm really liking this browser called Arc. It's so cool. It's much easier to deal with instead of all the tabs. This thing does it a little differently. So I'm liking it quite much. And that. All right, 15, and let's post that. And this is pound all. Copy. Pound all. Are you gonna work? Yay, it worked. I love it when my shit works. Hey Matt, feel free to tell people in the Pulse strip room to come talk to me. Tell them I love them. And yeah. Okay, so that's done. That's done. Let me send that to Yo Crypto Rock. Boom. Where are you, fracking bitch? That's my face. This guy, Daniel. Show enough. This there. do you call it? All right. I don't see the anybody. Let me. Hey Claudia, when they show up, let me know who to unmute, please. I'm pretty much ready. Good to go. Everything shared. That.
I see Stephen Grillo. Yeah, he wants to speak.
Ah, I see Stephen. You.
Am I late?
Uh, I mean, I don't know. Do you have your period? I don't
I
know.
cycled in at the right time. No worry.
Okay. I don't know if you have your period or not, buddy. I have issues.
I
Okay.
think I'm doing another 15 days here. No worries.
I've been like 6 months pregnant for a while now.
Oh, good, because I've been late for 37 years.
Uh,
You'll get there.
you're,
Don't worry.
you're still baking. You're not done yet, so you're still baking. All right, so we got 13. Lucky 13. That's it? 13 people? Where is everybody else? I did send out the invite, right? Yes. Yes. Okay, and who's the man in Libya right now? Liberia, not Libya. Libya is a different country, I think. No, Libya.
Yeah, very different. We are talking about Liberia.
Okay.
I don't see him yet.
Libya is a fictional country from a movie. What the hell movie was it? It was Equilibrium. Yes, Equilibrium with Christian Bale. Good movie. AB Crypto, you have to click on the unmute button, sir. There we go. Vina, thank you for showing. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. 555 members. I've been here before a few times. It's not as exciting anymore. I'll get excited when it's 5,055. All right. Let me know. Does anybody have a link to the Atropa white paper? Anyone? Bueller? Let's see.
Yo, you guys know what is crazy? Like, I couldn't speak earlier, but I heard here and there what you guys were talking about, and I heard Claudia mention, like, all across the west coast of Africa, how they're slowly getting power back, to the people. And it's pretty interesting. I think, over the next few years, probably, things are going to start changing drastically, and especially Africa, because majority of the world is going after Africa's like resources and stuff. They really want that bad, and the BRICS, the BRICS nation, the BRICS alliance, and all of that. That's kind of like stirring up the pot, because America's getting pissed off because they're going to lose out. The EU is going to lose out. All of them are, slowly but surely going to start losing out, because now they're already starting to fall away from the dollar and starting to trade in their own currencies. So yeah, that's going to be pretty interesting to see how all of that plays out. And I mean, that gold coming from Liberia for Afro Gold, yeah, that can get pretty bullish, in the next couple of years if that continues to grow and grow and grow, I expect some crazy shit. I've been following this BRICS shit for some time now. And it's actually pretty crazy, like heavy crazy.
Yeah, it seems pretty interesting. I think it's gonna. I don't know. Maybe it'll wake up the U.S.
Yeah, you see, like
Welcome.
there's a lot of shit going on in the world, but you know, US isn't really covering the BRICS situation. I don't know if they like don't want people to see it, to cause some fear or whatever. But it's moving pretty fast. I mean, as of January, a bunch of new countries will like officially be part of BRICS, and I think that's like Saudi Arabia, you know, all the oil rich and all those kind of countries, even Egypt, and I mean they have that uh, like canal where all the trades and shit go through. So yeah, it's getting interesting, and it's kind of like stirring up the pot. That fear with America because they're going all out now. They starting to like try and organize some conferences and everything here in Africa and the other nations that's part of BRICS. But yeah, it's looking pretty bleak. And the thing is, they're starting to trade in their own currencies, so they're moving away from the dollar. And apparently, well, we all know this for quite some years. The dollar only
I
has
love how you guys
value
say
on
years.
debt.
I love how you guys say years. I fucking
um,
love it. Sorry.
but yeah, they like it's basically known as the petrodollar, and now with Saudi Arabia and all that other massive oil companies and shit that's falling away from the dollar, I think that's gonna cause some pretty big shit. So for the next, like, I would say in the next 5 to 10 years, things are gonna get pretty crazy.
That's fine. I guess we'll see on the flip side. It's almost here.
Yeah, no, it's getting crazy, man. But um, yeah, I'm like I had a conversation with SG the other day. He informed me about Afro Gold and kind of what it is about. But I'll bring around the chat
Oh, so
to all of that.
they're doing like
Um,
physical stuff. They're doing like so they're raising funds to like do physical stuff, right? Is that what it is? Because I don't know anything about it yet. You know how I am, man.
yeah,
If I know there's an
yeah, no,
AMA, I
it's
try not to
actually
learn
pretty
anything.
interesting. True. But you'll probably find out now in the next 5 minutes or so when the AMA officially starts. But yeah, I'm not want to say too much, but it is like physical, real world external revenue coming in, and that will be going to all the NFT holders and stuff. And there's so much more than just the gold, so that's also pretty interesting. Um, and yeah, I think at the end of the day, if more and more people, especially influencers, start adopting this and uh, basically start growing a community around the Afro Ball, the Lions Den section, that's going to be massive. That can lead to some pretty big exposure to new projects coming in and all of that. So yeah, that's kind of something that caught my attention as well when SG mentioned that is the massive potential of the community that can grow with this is it's going to be interesting.
You'll be good. I'm glad you'll be asking questions then.
FJ has been a real supporter, I must say. He has been the first to make a video about the Lion's Den, and he, since he comes from Africa, from South Africa too, so he really understands the vision that we have. So it's good to have him talk on our behalf.
Yeah, and I'll probably drop another video. I've just been out of it kind of for a little bit more than a week now, sorting out some personal issues and stuff. So I'm kind of getting back into everything. I spent the last couple of days updating the website and everything. So I'll be dropping some new videos and content starting from next week, more or less.
Nice.
Regarding all the projects that I'm involved in. But there will definitely be a new video or two coming for AfroGold as well, as far as I can remember. I think the NFTs already went live as well. So yeah, I will definitely be dropping more videos on AfroGold as well.
Awesome. Thank you.
Excellent. It's about almost time. Let's see. Anybody else I need to unmute? Not that I see so far. FJ in the house. Thor. He's Vina. He's Thor, isn't he? Like Thor, but his mom was a lioness. That sounds wrong.
I actually have a lot of people that's comparing me to Thor, and I don't know if you guys watch Vikings, but they compare me to Bjorn Ironside and
Beyond.
Ragnar as well. So I've been I've been compared to quite a
Shaggy
few guys.
Pants.
I've actually
Are you
had
Shaggy
a few
Pants?
people here in Africa, well, South Africa. I've actually had a few people approach me in South Africa wanting autographs and shit. I'm like, dude, what are you on about? They're like, aren't you that guy from Vikings? And I'm like, no. I fucking wish. That guy's loaded.
No, dude. That's when you say $5 for the autograph. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, like they do on the Walk of Fame here in Hollywood.
That's when you say
for every
$5,
picture.
please. It goes to charity. Me.
Yeah, if you ever come to LA, you can make money on the Walk of Fame with your appearance. $5 for every picture people take with you.
Yeah.
I think I need to book myself a flight ticket.
Yeah. Yeah. Just get yourself a Mjolnir, and you'll be Ginger Thor. Oh, you're Ginger Thor. That's what I just. Do you steal souls too, man? You don't steal souls, do you?
No. It's actually weird. Like, I'm blonde naturally, my hair and shit. And there's only 3 people in my entire, well, as far as I know, 3 people in my entire family. Some of them have black hair, some of them have brown hair, and then me have the blonde hair, but we all have the red beard. So that's some weird shit. But yeah, it's like only 3 people in my entire family that I know of that, has the red beard with different hair colors. So I don't know where the fuck that came out of.
Sounds like somebody needs to talk to somebody.
Yeah, no, something went on in the history in the ancestors section. It's some crazy shit went on there.
You sure the lion god didn't
You always
impregnate
know
your
who the
mother?
mother is.
You always know who the mother is, unless you switched them at birth, sir. If you switch them at birth,
Well, it's me and my 2 uncles that basically has the red beard. So yeah, it's coming from. And the funny thing is, even my granddad, he doesn't have the red beard. My grandma doesn't have red hair or any ginger features. So I'm actually very curious now to know exactly how far back this goes. I might just fucking go dive into the family tree and shit and see if I can uncover this.
you probably
'Cause
have
now it's
like
gonna bother me. Like I have
you probably
some
you-
OCD issues.
maybe you're related to like the British royal family somewhere. They got some gingers in there. Maybe you are an African
Oh.
prince. You might actually be a real African prince. Maybe you don't know.
Oh well, they need to pay up. Then I would love to have the
I
luxury
don't.
that comes with that.
I don't know where to draw the line where I get racist or not, where it becomes racist. So I'm just not gonna draw the line, because otherwise, all my jokes will be terrible. So I forgive the stupid jokes today.
Well, some people take offense to it, but I'm not like races. Like to me, there's only one race, and that's the human race. We
Yeah.
all just have different skin colors. So
Yeah. If you
yeah,
if
some
you
people
if
take
you get
offense to it,
offended,
but
that sounds like a you problem.
exactly. Like I said, we're all one race in this entire world. It's the human race. We all just come with different tones, different tans, different colors. But in the end of the day, we all bleed red, except the aliens and the fucking lizard people. But yeah, at the end of the day, we all bleed red and we all come from somewhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't really take offense to any.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
I know how
take
you.
anything as racist.
I know how you got here, buddy. One of your parents did it with somebody else.
True.
I think that's how you got here. Somebody did something. Somebody. No, I'm not gonna do that one. I'm ready to start. Where is everyone? Did they leave me? I don't see anybody.
I'm right here.
Ah, Steven. I'm ready to start when you are, sir. Is it you starting, or is anybody else joining us?
Claudia is here, and do we have Ansul in the building?
I do not see that,
He
sir.
is coming. He told me he's coming. He got stopped
Okay.
on the way, so he will join.
Ah, I like it.
Well, great.
I like the branding. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, thank you. We went for the jungle action because DeFi is pretty much like a jungle out there. So, and we're in Africa, of course, as well. Double coincidence.
Are you physically there? Not you though, right?
No, not me. No, I'm here in Southern California.
Ooh, yes, I thought I got confused. You confused me. All right, so I've got the website pulled up.
Can you unmute? Can you unmute A Chroma? That is our
A
man
Chroma.
from
I sees him.
Nigeria.
Hello. All right, he's unmuted. Yo, Crypto Rock as well. Let me get him unmuted. Allow. And let me know if anybody else needs to be unmuted. I think I got everybody.
I think that's it.
Once I have everybody and you guys, nobody stays mad at me. Sorry. All right. If we're ready, I will start the recording thing. But you guys tell me.
Ready?
Ready? All right. So the Lion's Den. Okay. Where is the record button? The record button is where it says record. Okay. Start. All right. Good morning. Welcome back to the cult. Today we are talking to the Lion's Den. They have some interesting stuff they want to talk to us about. Good morning, Stephen. And I have Claudia and a couple other people here from the team. Who wants to go first? Introduce yourselves, and we'll go from there.
All right. Well, I'll introduce myself and a few of the team members. My name's Steven. You can see me as SG Crypto on the team. Happy to be here and be with the Afro Gold NFT collection. We have Claudia as well on the team, and Ansul, which is our corporation manager for the actual business involved. We also have Mr. Crypto Rock here, who is part of the team and will be pushing with us along with all our other dApps and innovations as we move along.
Beautiful. So why don't we start with something basic? Let's start with how did you guys come up with the concept? Who started what? And how did it get going?
Well, the concept has been a corporation concept from Onsul and his business for, I believe, a few years now.
Okay.
This opportunity was brought to us as we were in the space working with another company and another project, and this this was brought to us as an opportunity, and it was not used on the other project, and was just here for us to give and to bring to the people.
Okay. So,
I want to add a little bit to it,
okay, go ahead.
if I can.
Yes,
Yes.
please.
So, um, so I have basically lived and worked in three different continents and met a lot of people along the way. And Ansu is one of the good friends that I have kept throughout my whole life. And we have been friends for a very long time. And the last time, a while ago, he relocated back to Liberia because of COVID shutting down his business in Switzerland, etc. And he is running a charitable company in Liberia at the moment and has told me about the opportunities on the ground and how he wants to really help develop the country moving forward, give his influence, his education, his manpower to really make a difference. And so the idea is that he was approached by the Liberian artisanal gold miners to provide equipment to be more efficient in their gold mining business. And so, as always in these regions, it is a problem of getting credit. It's not like how it is set up in the US or in Europe, where you can just go to the bank and ask for a loan. That is not a possibility for most people in Africa. And so I was like, hey, I am in the DeFi space for quite a while now. And this is really what people have been looking for an opportunity to use their crypto money, um, to use this worldwide connection to invest into real business, especially something like actual gold mining. So this is where the idea comes from, and Ansu is also here today to really talk a little bit more about his gold mining company and his equipment loaning company.
Take the stage, sir. How are you today? Can you hear me?
Ansu?
Yeah, hello.
Good morning.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, sorry. I'm in Liberia, so the connection is sometimes not too good, but I can hear everyone loud and clear.
How's the weather
As
there?
Claudia had mentioned, thank you guys for inviting me on. Yes, I am currently here running a non-profit, non-governmental, I should say, organization. What we do, just to give you a brief on what I'm currently doing, is we are selling these stoves that uses charcoal, but it uses 80% less charcoal. And normally the charcoal stoves they use, it's the heat retention is very low, so they consume a lot of charcoal in this country. So our objective is to reduce the charcoal consumption and the charcoal usage, and it also reduces the cost for the end user, how much charcoal they spend per day cooking. So we're trying to replace those stoves. So what we do is we subsidize the current charcoal stoves, that we take the current charcoal stove they have, and we give them a subsidized version that reduces the charcoal usage. The advantage of this is that it allows the end user to spend a lot less and save up to $125 a year on charcoal. This is a lot of money for the Liberian people. So this is why we have an NGO status. That's what I'm currently doing.
What is
So
it?
let me just jump in.
For somebody that doesn't know, what does NGO mean again? You know, I mean,
A non-governmental organization.
okay, you just went over that. Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Yeah. So this is, any project you're doing that does not really directly involve the government but benefits the country, it's an NGO. You get an NGO status in which you have some, the government kind of helps you with imports and goods and stuff like these with a tariff cut. Yeah, in a nutshell, that's the advantage that we get basically.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. So this gold project is actually a logistic project. It's a project in which we will be renting gold mining equipments to these artisanal miners. These guys are usually hiring about 20, 30 people using shovels and wheelbarrows, and they're using their hands. They're trying to dig through the earth, searching for gold. Um, what we do is we give them equipment which reduces drastically the impact on the people who work on the ground. Of course, you don't need to hire 20, 27, 28 people if you have one machine. It reduced that number to maybe 5 people, but then it increases the output because the machine can dig out the quantity of gold that they will dig out with their hands in 2 weeks within 2 days. This is an enormous change. And this is what the project is based on. So we want to provide the equipment, including the excavator, the wash plant, and experienced driver on the ground. That would then, um, in exchange, we're asking them to pay us in gold.
So, do
So
you
basically, the proceed.
do you basically like take ownership of these like operations, or are you? I'm trying to figure out the like
No, we don't.
okay.
We don't. What we do, this is a brilliant idea because we're not necessarily coming in there as a competitor, taking up ownership and mining gold and then sharing it with them. No. What we say is you own the ground, you own the land, you got your license to mine your own property. We provide you with the equipment and we give you a flat fee that you pay on a daily usage. And what we do then, we go to three, four, five different mining owners, mine landowners, and make contracts with them. So this secures us so that if one guy is having trouble with paying us, we simply move our machine to the next property. And we have a waiting list on how many people would like to have these machines in these areas. Mind you, these are machines that are very scarce over here. If you see the machines they have, they're from 1989, 1970. These machines are still on the ground. They repair them and re-repair them to work. So basically, we're bringing them a new machine, and then they mine their own land. We're not coming in we're enabling them to get better out of their land. And we're not doing it for free, but we're actually helping them because this reduces the amount of hard labor they need to put into the ground, but it also increases their output. It secures us if we ask for a flat fee for a shift. We call it per shift fee, which means every 8 hour they pay us a fee. So if it's a new machine, they can use it for 2 shifts or just 1 shift. Our calculation is based on 1 shift.
Okay. And how long does this like?
So base
I'm trying to figure out how long these relationships will last for. It's kind of interesting. Are you gonna have to like wh- when do you decide to bring more equipment in? Uh, Is
we
that something?
decide to bring more equipment. What we do is what right now what I'm trying to do with Claudia is say, guys, let's raise money and buy the first machineries and bring them on the ground. I have a team ready to work. So I got my brother who in the UK who's actually working with these exact machines. He is actually what he's doing is he's working in construction, but he's driving these machines. He has 20 years experience in this. He's going to be on the ground. He's coming back to Liberia to do this. We hire a team of security machine, how do you call these guys? Repair experts. So they're like mechanics that knows the machines, and then we have drivers. So we'll have two of each because the areas in which we're doing this project is very far out of the city. So this is how it will work.
Can we go on a sidestep real quick? How what's the okay? So these people are mining. What's the likelihood of it? How do you pick the right farmers or the right miners that you know will find gold, so to speak? Like, or is there a time where you just like, if you give it to them, if your partnership lasts like X amount and there's not enough revenue coming in, do you just move on to the next person? I'm trying to figure out how that's gonna work.
Well, that's a good question because I was on the ground there myself, and we don't give machines, or you're not going to artisanal miners who are not actually getting gold from their mines. These guys are getting gold from their mines, but at a rate that is very low. What we're doing is enabling them to get more out of the ground in which they're working on. So they've already had um, an expert coming in and determine that there is gold in the area, but just the mining process is the difficult part. So we're trying to solve that problem.
Okay. And you say artisanal, so artist. God, I don't know why I can't talk. So this means that these are people that are making jewelry, making, not medical stuff or anything like that. I'm trying to figure out
Yeah, these
what industries use gold. That's what, computer manufacturing. So that wouldn't be artisanal, right?
no artisanal is the term is used for guys who are doing it roughly. Let's say there are
Ah, I
three
thought that
ways
was
of
like
mining.
artists. God, Jesus, I'm done.
No, there are three ways of mining. They have the government to government. That's where a government will then have their own mines, bring heavy duty equipment, get the gold, sell it to another country. Then you have companies. Companies then would buy the rights to come in the country, create their own sector, get their heavy duty machines, and then they mine gold. Then you have the artisanal miners who are landowners that already own the land naturally, and they don't want to rent out the land for mining. They want to mine their own land. And these guys, they don't have the finance to buy the equipment that's necessary to get gold out of their own land. So then they hire people. They get some of them get some machineries, but low quality machineries, not very good. They have a heavy load of labor on the ground, and this causes a lot of issues because people work for many hours, they get sick, and it's very tough on them. But then when you bring in machineries, the owners of these land then get more out of their land. People are paid more, and there's more proceed coming out. And from our side, we have a social value where we are actually solving a problem, but then we're not just doing it, we're getting the benefit back because we do charge for the service.
Okay. All right. Well, I looked up artisanal. That it makes more sense now. I had it wrong in my head. Sorry. Okay. So, all right. Why don't you walk me through the basics of the NFTs, the tokenomics, and so on? Like, what are the supplies? Uh, let's start with the
This is
supplies.
this is a this is not a question for Ansel. Ansel is our guy on the ground. Um, he doesn't yeah.
Okay.
Let
Well.
let me talk you through it,
Okay.
or SG can talk to it too. But
Okay. Don't leave.
so
Don't leave Ansel. I still have more questions for you. My brain just doesn't work in a straight line.
no,
Yeah, I'm
Ansel
here.
Ansel is
I'm just
yeah. Ansel Ansel is with us today so that everybody can ask the questions that they have about the Liberian operations, especially. And I'm really glad that we started out with that because that really sets the frame for everything that follows and why we're doing what we're doing, right? So here you heard what the problem is that we are trying to solve with our Afro Gold NFTs. So what we are basically looking for is seed funding. So this money that we are raising through our AfroGold NFTs will be used to buy the equipment in Liberia. And we just heard from Ansel about what the equipment is and how it will be used. So now I can talk a little bit more about what the AfroGold NFTs are.
Okay, please.
Um, yeah, AfroGold NFTs are sold for 300 USDC on the Binance Smart Chain. We have 1,000 NFTs. They're all the same value, 300 USDC. The returns are different though, and we put a little bit of gamification into this. So there is, when you mint, there will be a random draw for you to either get a wood NFT, which gives you a 2x return, so 600 USDC, or a silver NFT, which gives you a 3x return, so 900 USDC, or it gives you a gold NFT, which is a 10x return, and that would mean 3,000 USDC.
Okay.
I get this question a lot. It's like, how can I get the 10x? It is the luck of the draw. So if you want a 10x, you just have to keep minting until you get a 10x. So
What's the percentage of the 10x again?
so we have 900 out of the 1,000 NFTs that are the wood, the 2x. Then we have 90 that are silver for the 3x, and we have 10 that are for the golden ones that give you the 10x return.
Yes. Okay.
So you have, I think the chances are pretty good, at least to get a 3x. So, and even a 2x is awesome because this is only, and if you look at the graphic that you pulled up, this is only one of the three ways that you're earning with your AfroGold NFT. So, because as soon as this project gets started, we have the equipment on the ground, we are making profits. We also will be building up a treasury, as you can see with that little arrow going 10% of earnings from the gold mining equipment going in the Lion's Vault. That is our treasury. And so, and the treasury in turn will also be paying AfroGold NFT holders from the profits. So, and these profits will go as long as the treasury is alive. So there will be a continuous stream of income from that part too. And it doesn't matter here if you have a wooden, a silver, or a gold NFT. Everybody gets the same share of the lines of the treasury earnings. And then there is another part. You can see another little arrow going to the AfroGold NFTs that comes from our token that we are launching as soon as we have raised the money. It's called SEND, that is short for Community Engagement Token. And maybe Stephen can talk to that because it really is his brainchild.
Stage is yours, sir.
All right. Well, yeah, we're going to be injecting treasury earnings into our token, and the cent token is an internal liquidity token that always rises in value and cannot go down. It is backed by USDC when it is launched, and it will be a shareholders token because what happens is taxes and earnings from the vault get split 100% evenly between all of the token holders who own tokens. So it's always an even distribution
Just
between
so,
all.
just so I can wrap my head around it, is there another token like it that I can kind of liken the tokenomics to?
Yes, I think the Rise token
Okay.
was was
So
about
like
this.
a
There was also
Rise, MDB kind of like thing.
Yeah,
uh,
the MDB Phoenix Plus token,
Okay,
that's a
okay,
very, very close comparison.
okay.
those are it's close. I think those had a little bit of up and down. This one will only go up because you'll
Mm-hmm.
never be able to lose more than your taxes in and taxes out. And then of course you will just gain from the injections, the treasury, and the buy and sell fees.
Okay.
But with that token, buy and sell fees, every transaction will also go to the NFT holders. So this is another way the NFT holders are going to earn a percent from every transaction that happens with the cent token. And if we, so once the cent token is there, you have your NFTs, you're getting income from the gold mines, you're getting income from the token that's launched. Now, what about that token? This token is going to have other dApps launched around it, gaming dApps, miners, ROIs, different fun things to engage in with different possibilities. But each of those dApps probably only have a lifespan because that's the case with most dApps. But every
Oh,
transaction,
so you're gonna have like a forgive me, you're gonna have like a little factory that's gonna be its own little thing. So on one side you're gonna have the physical gold stuff being mined, the equipment and so on, and then but you're still gonna have a development side, the software side where you're gonna try different, like launching meme coins and stuff like that to fund the cent token. Am I getting that right? Not necessarily meme coins,
apps,
but whatever.
exactly like you said, any type of different coins, all of those coins will have taxes, and those taxes and transaction fees will go straight to boosting the cent token constantly. So anyone can engage in the cent token and be, in a sense, engaging in all of the dApps or future dApps or any of the projects that we launch and earn money, of course, from the Lions Vault, which is the gold income as well. But this is sort of takes the whole encompassing that some dApps don't have a lifespan and they will end, and we plan on making these over and over, and you'll be able to engage and earn with them over and over through the cent token, which is the base. And that's the base for the tokens and the dApps. But our real base is the Afro Gold NFTs. Those are the founders of the whole Lion's Den. And these founders will be rewarded through the vault, through the mining, through the cent token, and through every dApp launched after.
Okay, interesting. And what's going to be the tokenomics on the cent token? If you can elaborate on that.
The tokenomics on the cent token will be a 10% buy and 10% sell fee.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
What's
there
this?
will be there will be 3% of each buy and sell goes straight to raising the price of the cent token. So there's this constant building of the cent token price just from the cent token buy and sell fees. Another 1% of those fees go straight to the NFT holders, as I was saying. So they will constantly be getting transaction money from every purchase and sell. 2% for business expenses, growing, building more dApps, etc. And also we have 1% going to our YouTuber and social media creators. This is another little section of the Lion's Den where we will be having influencers that of course make videos and do AMAs about our projects. And we will be splitting the part of our revenue with them for their help.
All right, cool. So that's built-in Well, just another way to use marketing, I guess. I like it. What's the total supply, sir?
So the cent token is minted upon buy and burned upon sell. So it is an infinity supply, but it's always managed by the purchase, buying, and selling. So that's how every transaction is split evenly between every person, because there's only the amount, and it's always backed by USDC 100%, because the amount in circulation is always just the amount that holders are holding. So even if everybody sold all their tokens and you had 100 and is worth $1,000, everybody sold all their tokens, your 100 tokens would still be worth $1,000.
Interesting. I like it. Yeah, I do like those Everrise tokens. Is there any daily sell limits? I know a lot of those tokens will have like you can only sell X amount within X period. Is there any of that stuff built into the Cent token?
There will be no limitations of any type on the Cent token because it is literally a center for engagement from all of our other products. We're not putting any type of stipulations on it because want as many people to be able to join the Cent token and start earning from our whole ecosphere. Now, the Afro Gold members, there's only going to be 1,000 of those NFTs. Those are the supreme earnings of this whole ecosystem.
And there's never going to be a second edition or anything like that.
Now, there could be a second edition for more mining equipment in the future, but we will not add the Cent token transactions or any of that extra internal income for those NFTs. It would be merely for more equipment and gold mining profits. The first ones, the founder NFTs, will be able to really earn and get the most out of the system.
Okay, so let's stick to the NFTs there for a second. Is there? I know some NFTs, for example, I'll use. I don't know if you're familiar with Speakeasy, where it's 20 in, 60 out maximum. So each NFT dies after it reaches, a certain amount. Just kind of like P-Drip, it dies after 36,000. Is that going to be something similar, or is this where these NFTs are perpetual? People can, they'll just keep earning forever as long as the platform goes.
100% perpetual earnings. There's no limitation on the NFTs other than the actual income from the gold mines, which is the X2, X3, or X10 returns. Once those are paid out, the gold mining returns are done, but then the whole system, the Lions Vault with the Treasury, the Cent token, and dApps will continue to pay those out.
Okay, so how is profit paid out? Is it something we claim, something that is airdropped? And have you guys thought of the people that want to reinvest? Is it, like if you have a second round, instead of buying a second NFT, can that person reload it, so to speak? And then maybe their payments double.
All right. So on the first question, on our dApp built in, we have a section where you can see how many NFTs you own and what NFTs you have. And there is a claim button right on the dApp, which you'll be able to just give it a click and be able to get your monthly, quarterly, whatever earnings are available at that time, weekly, whatever's come in, you will always be able to claim right there on the dApp. If we do hold and win after the ROIs are already in effect and we come around for that second round of equipment, we will not be able to do a reload of NFTs, but first NFT holders can possibly, I have not talked with the team yet, but we'll have whitelist or first round pick to be able to get the second round if they so choose to.
Dibs.
I think
dibs.
that would be fair.
Yeah, it'd be fair if they get dibs, especially, if they have multiple and they love you.
With an Ansu, we'll get into it more, but with I know they tested the ground over there and they got the percentages of how pure the gold was and did the math on how much is coming in monthly and returns. And it's really not that bad. These 2x, 3x returns are most likely going to be within 6 to 12 months. Mm-hmm. And then this will pretty much have everyone getting their ROI, getting earnings coming in. The second batch of NFTs rolling out, the token will be out. And this is all sort of ready to go as soon as we mint out our NFTs.
That's beautiful. Are we going to be able to track what's happening on the ground real time? Is there going to be a website with updates, things like that?
I know Ansul would love to talk about this more, but he is great with the camera and he has already been showing us video down there and he's in the jungle and working with these guys. And he has already explained that as soon as we have enough money to get these wash plants built, we will have videos of the lands we're mining in, of our workers, of our wash plants. We will be having receipts from the equipment we buy. We will be showing step by step everything that's going on. And what's great is it's already in action. It's already planned and set. Those miners are already ready. They're already on the line. The lands are ready. We can actually start seeing action as soon as we're funded. That's the beautiful part of this is we're not going out to search or to find, so to say.
All right. I guess this is
Yeah,
a
so if I may just add on top of that,
yes, please.
sorry guys, can I come in for a second?
For $5.
Um, yeah, if I may come in for a second, because I just want to repeat a little bit on that because that is very important. Um, as everyone know, this is not, it's no secret. It's very, very difficult to invest or get investment for Africa. There's a sense of discomfort and there's a sense of uncertainty and stuff like that. One of the ways to get rid of these kind of feelings is giving people live feedback. So, for example, buying the machine, the process of buying the machine is nothing that anybody needs to know, but it's something that I'm willing to share because the people needs to know what they're contributing to. Letting the investors know that they own the machine. I don't own the machine. It's another great thing because you're not really pouring your money into me or pouring your money into these guys on the ground. You're purchasing an item that has value. And as I said, some of these machines from 1998, 1980 are still working on the ground because these machines are very difficult to kill. So this is an asset. So you're basically purchasing an asset that you're going to be using as logistics for others to use and get payment back for it. So this tracing of this is very important for everyone involved. So I cannot promise every single day, but I can promise at least once a week to be able to give some video feedback. And then the guys who are good at touching things up can make it look good, make me look a little bit better than I do here on the ground. That kind of stuff, we can try to keep it as regularly as possible. And I think that's something that the people will appreciate.
I like it. I like it. Now, if I could stay there a little bit with you, this is all very obscure to me. I don't really. A lot of this stuff I've never thought about before. So, can you elaborate? Like, what does it take to mine gold? What kind of equipment are you going to be buying? Can you give me some examples that I can look at? I love learning new stuff, and this sounds kind of interesting.
Yeah, definitely. I already have some photos. I don't know how I can do it. Claudia, you might
You
help me
can
later on when we're done
you can share your
to
screen, or if you can post them
um,
to the room, I can share them to the room, or you can
yeah,
share
I
your
think
screen,
I'll post them.
or you can
It's
share.
easier for me to post them because I'm using my cell phone at the time at
Okay.
this moment because
Yeah.
I couldn't connect quick enough with my computer. So I'm using my cell.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so the machines are, we call them the Caterpillar 360. These are like we use Caterpillar because it's one of the strongest brand. It's a well-known brand, and here in Africa the mechanics are very good with it. They know it. You can't buy no new fancy stuff that is a different brand or the
Yeah.
Chinese brand.
They're like the
It's
John
if something
Deere of
happens,
building.
if something happens, it's going to be difficult for them to repair. So we're using that brand, and it's pretty expensive, these machines. I mean, the one that we're looking at, it's like the price is around like 200 and something, but we found one where we can get it for a lot less than that, maybe around 130. So these are expensive machines. Then we have the wash plants that we're going to buy as well. Then there's the shipping of the machine from Monrovia to Grand Cru, which just takes about 2 weeks, something like this, because these are heavy machines you put on the low bed, and the low bed has to take time slowly dragging it across the bad road and stuff. So these equipments are going to be the actual asset. And these are the equipment, when you bring on the ground, these are the equipment that are used to dig the earth. And the washing plant will be used to wash, to clean up the earth, to kind of extract the gold from the earth that you've actually picked up. I'm going to upload some videos so you can get an idea of. There's a special type of gravel stones that are mixed within, that the gold is mixed within. To reach them, you have to go a little bit deeper into the earth. So they use these machines to kind of lift up the earth and kind of move it left and right. These kind of things. It's pretty tough as far as work is concerned, but the machine is very good. It can handle that, you know. And these machines are also the same machine they use for constructions and stuff like that. So it's a win-win situation either way. But we're targeting the mining sector with these people because they desperately need it, and there's a need by several of these landowners for it.
Okay. Okay. Let's imagine something real quick, if you don't mind. Let's imagine that everything goes well. You guys are fully funded. Where do you think things will be like 6 months from now? Like if you had to write like a 6 month report of what happened, what do you think will be? What do you think will have happened?
Yeah. So the, the the business plan structure that we have, the numbers are very real because they're from underground. I had to get it down there myself because I had to ask how much they pay to rent a machine for one shift per shift. And the per shift rental is around 20 gram of gold. So the 20 gram of gold per shift, and we're planning on renting the washing machine for 5 gram per shift, which is an 8 hour shift. So based on these calculations, if you're doing two shifts per day, if the machine is new, the one we're trying to get,
Oh, you're rugging us, sir. What? Well,
I can talk to it
what?
too.
Well, go on.
So basically, if you want to know where we are in 6 months, um, what people are mostly interested in is like how long until I see a return on my investment, right? So um, the cool thing with this project is that as soon as we have raised the funds, Ansel can go and buy the machines, and it will take about 3 weeks to move them into the gold mines. So we are looking at maybe month and a half um, for everything to get started. And once it gets started, um, profits are rolling in. So this is not one of those projects that you hear. It's like, oh, we need to develop, we need to do a geological survey, we need to do whatever. It takes another 2 years or something. This is ready to go. Um, and your money is not just held hostage for months and months and months. The sooner we are minted out, the sooner we can start. And within in a half a year, we hope for people to already ROI. So this is a pretty big claim that we are making. So if your money will be returned to you within half a year, and from then you're only in the profit. So yes, basically your money comes back before the next bull run, and you can buy your preferred cryptocurrencies with all your wins here.
Okay.
This is the 6 months outlook from now.
and if I may just add on top of that, guys, this 6 months period is being very, very, very conservative. Um, that's completely not exaggerating it at all. So on a worst day scenario, we're talking 6 to 7 months. That's worst day scenario. So if a good day come around, a lot less than that. I just wanted to add that on top of it.
Okay. So, tell me how the funds are going to be managed. let me give you an example. For example, you raise the funds. Who's going to be in control of getting it from crypto to bank? How are you going to ensure that there's no mishaps in between there? And then, how do you guys plan on bringing it back from the gold back to the investor? Have you guys worked out those logistics yet? All the legalities and all that good stuff.
Talk to that too. Yes. So I'm working with Ansel to get it from crypto into his finance account, into his bank account. So he has a registered company in Liberia, so funds can be transferred to that bank account. And then same way backwards. He has all the needed certification in Liberia to sell gold and to also export gold out of the country to sell, for example, in Switzerland or in other countries. So that is the beauty of this project, that we are having a company on the ground that does hold all the needed legal papers to do this kind of business.
Okay, so there's a bank account and all that good stuff. Because I'm still trying to figure that part out. Because I know sometimes Binance and those companies can be pains, and they can make, especially if it's going to be large sums, they can make, transacting such things difficult. I'm just curious if you've, fixed that. Or did you answer that already?
Okay. Well,
Does that make sense? I hate to keep linger.
Yeah.
It's just I'm still trying to figure out how smooth it'll be to go from A, B to C. Like, let's say that you guys did like 1,000x. How hard is it gonna be for you to bring that money back? And do you anticipate any problems?
So from what I get from it is that they're going to be sending the payments as soon as we start getting them for different products. I know the first products, like the wash plants, are around 10, 15K. So as soon as money starts coming in, I know it's not going to all be sent at one time. So there's going to be smaller portions sent in to start funding the certain parts as long as it comes in. So if we get all the funding at once, that's a different situation. And I'm sure they will just make a few different smaller deposits to make sure it all gets there correctly.
Okay.
When income starts coming in and earnings, I do know it won't be in the hundreds of thousands, monthly. So it will just be transferring that, hopefully, 20 to 30K or whatever the earnings might be. Those should be coming in weekly or bi-weekly or monthly, and then those will be distributed immediately to the NFT holders.
Okay. And is there going to be like a website or anything like that with those numbers? That way people, is any other stuff going to be like, on somewhere for people to go look at whenever they want, kind of thing? Or at least the latest updated version of, whatever transaction log, I don't know what you would call it.
100%. Our scholar here, Claudia, is going to be making multiple graphs and projections. She's very familiar and very educated and knows how to really display this for the personal public.
Yeah. Okay. I like it. Thank you. If we could go back a little bit, go back to the graphic that I have up here. You covered the Afro Gold NFT, you covered the Lion's Vault and the Cent. Can you tell me more about the Lion's Pride? I don't think you've covered that, or am I crazy?
No, you are not crazy. You are 100% correct.
Okay, I could be crazy though.
So the Lion's Pride is our referral system. And this will be used with our dApps, of course, because referrals will be out there. People will be, YouTubers will be sending the referrals out so much, this and that. And it's just another way that we're injecting more earnings into the cent token, more earnings into the vault, and more more earnings. 10% of our referral system every week, bi-weekly, quarterly, whatever it might be, will go straight to our community within giveaways or prizes or tokens right there in our Telegram room. We'll be doing just giveaways to
I like
for
that.
whatever it might be, whatever our community is interested in at that time. And also the dApps that we do produce will be, because we're out here, we're saying our dApps among the cent token are to generate interest and amusement within the DeFi realm. So a lot of them will be used to help other projects, will be used to support other projects. And in so, every transaction does help our cent token, but by launching all these other dApps, we hope to engage and build and just make positivity throughout all communities.
Can you give me? Is there like a? Can you give me some a spoiler? What kind of dApps you started building anything yet?
We have so many ideas. I have a few ideas that haven't been out before, and we have some really cool things that are in the plans. But our major first obstacle is minting out, and then from there we will have them rolling. Yes, but no spoilers yet.
Damn it. What's up with who's going to be doing the coding, sir?
Because yeah, I just want to know. I just want to let everybody know that Steven is full of DeFi ideas. Like he's actually talking to a lot of other projects and always telling them how to improve their 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 projects. And so he's been around in DeFi for a really long time, and together with him, Crypto Rock, and Elijah, I mean, there is no shortage of ideas of not just bringing back old school miners and stuff, but really giving them a new spin, giving them a different angle, coming up with some cool variations.
And who's doing the coding for the cent token and the other dApps that you plan on having? Do you guys have a team? Tell me about them. Can I steal them?
I know we have Crypto Rock, and he has some good developers on his side, and we also know a few other guys, and I guess in the space that they are out there. It's just it's just when are we ready to make these, and then we'll have them rolling out.
Excellent. And I meant to ask this earlier: is other than the taxes and so on that you said that we're going to benefit the NFT holders, do they automatically get an allocation of these projects, or do they get a discount? Is there or any further benefits, rather, I should say?
Yes, this is sort of a spoiler, and we're trying to figure out how to 100% integrate it, but we do want to give allocation to the cent token to our Afro Gold NFT holders. This will all be at the base price of the cent token before it goes live, so they will all have that beginning price. So as soon as it starts to go, they will have that first in. It might not be a lot, but at least it will give allocation and a start to the new beginning.
Excellent. Let's take another side tangent here real quick. Tell me about the platform fees. How are you guys getting paid? I think that's important. there seems to be this like negative connotation to developers and teams getting paid in this sector, and I think that's really kind of silly. If more teams were getting paid accordingly, rewarded accordingly, I think we'd see less rugs and less fly-by nights and so on. So, how are you guys getting paid?
What's great about having our real external income is that we are going to be receiving 10% of the external income coming through. Our fees do not come in so much from these actual tokens or our vaults, but we will be mainly earning our income through the actual company. There are taxes all over the place for the team within all this ecosystem, but we do plan mostly to use that just for more influencers and building of the dApps. But our main priority is the Afro Gold NFT collection and keeping this corporation building. And like I said, like as you suggested as well, with separate rounds of NFTs, more equipment on the ground, this will constantly build the treasury and constantly give the team more earnings while producing more earnings throughout the ecosystem as well.
Thank you.
So
You wanted to add something to that, Claudia?
yes, so I want people to understand that obviously we have to earn, as you said, Tiamat, that it makes no sense for everybody to put all this work in without
No,
getting
no, no. I
any
want
value.
you. I want you guys
Yeah.
to go work 12 hours a day because you love me. I don't want you to get paid anything. Don't get paid
But,
just
but
because I want you to go make me money. Thank you.
I want people to understand that the money, that seed money from AfroGold NFTs, will be used to get this started. We are not dipping our fingers into that money. We
Oh,
are only
okay.
getting
So
paid, we are
all
only getting paid from the actual profits. And that is the case with the AfroGold NFTs, and that is also the case with the Lions Vault. Like the money that is going into our treasury will not get pushed out to the team. Only what we earn with that money will the team earn a certain percentage. So this is how this whole platform is actually built. It's a community platform,
I
and we
like that.
all want to be successful together. So we are not just taking money from our members. We are only earning from the profits.
Okay,
And this is a
so
very important part.
so
Yeah.
all pre-sale funds go towards 100% goes towards the project, and you guys get paid once there's profit. I like that. Is that the
Yeah.
well? The cent token doesn't really apply to that as well, so that don't matter. Okay.
Well, the Cent token. So the AfroGold NFTs are funding, the majority of that is funding the operations in Liberia, but also a certain percentage of that goes into developing the Cent token, into developing the other dApps too. So yes, but I'm just wanted to make sure that people understand is like, oh, they're not paying us first, and then maybe if something is left, then we are sending it to Liberia. No, no, no. The priority is to get the equipment. That is absolutely the priority.
I like it. I like it. Well said. Okay. Where's my other question? Call 360. Okay. I lost my question. Damn it. There are some questions in the room. I don't know if you guys are looking. I don't know if you want to take any of them or address any of them. I will pick a few to ask you as well, but I don't know if you guys have been looking in the room whilst we've been talking. So, Ansu, can we go back to? I'm trying to figure out how things are gonna work up on the ground, right? So, you're gonna have an office out there where you're gonna. Oh, no, hold on. Let me try to rephrase this. Let me try to think of the better way to phrase this. Is there a I don't know how to. This will sound stupid and racist, but is the political climate there over there stable enough for something like that to work? Please forgive my American
Well,
please
it's
forgive my American ignorance. It's really I'm really sheltered. I don't know anything
don't
about that.
worry, man.
Am-
Listen,
America tells us that everywhere except America is destabilized, and you guys are all
well,
savages, and you eat your children. So can you? I'm sure you don't eat your
well, let
children,
me let me
but you know.
let me get involved and say that yeah, we don't eat our kids. Um, that's why a lot of them try to make their way to the U.S. So I grew up in New York, actually,
Me too.
and I'm actually a permanent resident in Switzerland right now in Geneva. Um, so I'm here in
Eat your
Liberia as a
children. What the
Liberian, so
fuck
I'm
is
very
wrong with
proud to
you?
be here. Um, the way it works is like the climate of especially the gold. Most of our gold is actually going to Zurich. You know Zurich,
Yes,
Switzerland.
I've heard
The
of it.
Swiss
Yes.
government buys the gold directly from Liberia. You can check that also. You can research it. You'll find out. The gold, Liberia gold, you mentioned something about the testing of the Liberia gold quality. The area in which we're actually doing this project, the gold quality there is almost 100%,
Mm-hmm.
98%. I'm also going to drop that in the group. It's a test that I actually did myself. I took some gold from underground, flew with them to Switzerland when I left, took them to a refinery in Switzerland, which is well recognized, and they tested the gold. Did cost me like $400 for them to test a couple of grams of gold, which was too expensive for what it was. But then they gave me a result that is pretty solid.
Beautiful.
So it's about 23.8 carats pure gold. So you have 0.2% of the gold was silver. It's a very high grade, high quality gold that is mining in this area. Now, for as far as the legality to things, for you to legally be able to export gold out of this country, you have to have a gold export license, which is called a dealership license. And for you to purchase gold on the ground, you have to have a buyer's license. And these licenses, you get them from the mines and energy Ministry of Mines and Energy in Liberia. So they're pretty expensive. The gold export license costs around 5K, because I know because I have one. And the admin part about it is like almost 1,500 more on top of what the original cost is. Because if you need it quickly, you got to kind of pay people to kind of do their job, so to say. But once you have these license and
I just got
you,
that. I just
you,
got that.
yeah, once you have these licenses, then you're legally authorized to travel with gold, to sell, to buy gold. And when you don't have these things, it can be confiscated. You can have a lot of issues. So even though we are in Africa, the rules here, these guys are very strict about resources like the gold. If you're found carrying gold without showing them license, you will have issues. Just to give you an idea of how it will work. I think you were asking whether or not we're going to have an office here in Liberia where we would be operating from. What's going to happen is on the ground at the mines is where we'll be. There's one thing you guys should understand. Physically, I have to be on the mines. I have to go there, either me or my brother who's coming. You cannot leave your asset somewhere and trust people to take care of it or to do it right. So we kind of have to monitor this on a regular basis and be on the ground, making sure that the landowner is paying whatever they need to pay for the machines, and you're getting the payment every single day instead of sitting waiting. This is not Europe or the US where you wait and you get payment afterwards. You literally have to stay on top of it and make sure that you get the payment that you deserve. For me to be able to report to you guys out there, it's a very difficult job. I mean, one of the reasons that it's important to have these kind of questions and answers is to give you direct answers for you to know that you hear a lot about gold and stuff. Gold is not easy to get. And what we're trying to do now is create a scenario where we're getting gold the smartest way possible. We're not we're not doing the whole mining ourselves. We're not, we're reducing the labor, the hard labor in the area. We're providing these machineries as tools for these people to get more money than they usually would get in their own land, and all of that we will be making our money into it. So we're not, it's not like a charity project. It's a project that does return, gives you an ROI on your investment, and you get a lot more than that. But let's be realistic. I have to physically be present all the time.
Okay. Can you talk to me about like your personal security? Like, what steps are you going to take? Do you have steps to make sure that you don't get, because that would be a problem here in the U.S. too, to make sure that your product gets from where you mine it to where you sell it. Can you speak to that a little?
Yeah, I can speak to it, and I'll tell you this much. As far as Liberia is concerned, I personally, when it comes to going to the mines, I have a personal security of my own that will be accompanying me to and from the mines. Not that because security is a problem. Most people think when you're out of Africa that, oh my God, you're going to a very dangerous place. Trust me, the security I have here is much better than New
Yeah.
York City walking
Well,
around Harlem.
I mean,
Um,
I don't go downtown for a reason, sir. I don't. That's not what I meant. I don't even go downtown.
Yeah, so it's just that yes, you will be traveling with asset, and they say the best security is covert security, meaning like you don't, I'm not a person that go around dressed up in a certain way, showing that I do carry stuff, important, expensive stuff on me, or this is you will see videos and pictures. Then I think that's why I mean like the maybe our graphic designer can make me look better, because the idea is for you to for you to blend in as much as you can. So when I was down on the ground, I am a Liberian, so it's easy to blend in. It's just that, this is one of the best security. It's not to advertise yourself out there as, I'm the rich guy that comes from Europe and I'm here doing gold business. No, you're coming in as I'm the nonprofit guy who's helping to make things better out here. So you're not seen as a competitor, nor as someone who's taken out of the land, because we're actually providing them something. We're not taking away from them. What we're getting back is what we put in. Basically, you're getting paid for the service you're providing.
Yeah, it sounds fair. I like it. Are there going to be? I know there are like how do you call it? I'm trying to, because in the states things like this all have to have paperwork and all that crap. I'm trying to figure out if you're going to do contracts with these miners. Are you going to have the contracts on the chain? Are you going to have paper contracts? I'm trying to figure that out since it's a blockchain project.
That's a very good question as well. The on the ground, that's where actually I guess because at some point you have to trust and you have to have what we call the verbal contract agreement. And this when you go further away from society, it gets more important. That when I say to you that I want this and you agree with me, and I tell you how much I'm paying for it, and we have an agreement. Only thing that breaks this agreement if I do not, follow up on what I'm saying. Luckily for us, we're not the one that needs to be paying somebody something. We make agreement with 4 or 5 different landowners that if you use my machine at the end of every ship, you pay me X amount. If you do not pay this amount, I retain the right to take my machine and give it to Paul, which is over there next door. And Paul will use the machine and your contract is canceled.
Yeah.
So
So
we
worst case
do like a
scenario,
three
you
months
lose like.
accepting verbal contract.
So
So
worst case scenario, you lose like a day's worth of production and you move on. Fair enough. I like it.
right.
Okay. And how big is gold mining in Africa there? Again, this speaks to my ignorance to the world.
Let me put it like this, guys. Gold mining is I think it's one of, I'm speaking only for Liberia. Gold mining is one of the underestimated resources we have in this country.
Hmm.
It's there's like too much gold out here, but the fact that there's so much gold and it's not being advertised or it's not being published. The country is releasing 500 kilos of gold per month. Liberia is exporting a total of 7,200 gold kilos of gold. That's a lot of money for a country to be poor. So you know somebody is definitely not speaking of what they're actually making out of the country. So the way I see it is that if you come to a place where you find a good business, you find good deals, you get a great opportunity, your company is making tons of money, I don't think you're going to go advertise too much of it to invite competition. Instead, what you do, you stay quiet, you run your operation and make as much money as you can. This is what happens out here in Africa, you know? So we are trying now to say, look, the local people who own these lands have to make more money out of their own land. You see what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
So it's important that we know exactly where we stand when it comes to this. We're in this, but we're not in it as one of the guys who are going to take out as much as we can and give as little as possible. We're actually providing an answer to a problem, and in that process, we're actually making a business deal out of it.
I like it. It is thinking out of the box. You're providing expediency, I guess is the right word. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's correct.
I like it. Okay. So
Also, if I,
go ahead.
sorry, also if I may add to it, not only do we have great business opportunity here, but since Anzo is from Liberia, and as he was already alluding to, Liberia is a one of the most underdeveloped countries in this world. There will be a big part in using some of the profits to actually help develop the country, doing charitable work on the grounds. And we are very proud with the Lions Den that we can kind of jumpstart these charity efforts with our Afro Gold NFT race
Very
as well.
very cool. So why don't you guys tell me what's your favorite part of this project? I'm kind of curious from Claudia, Stephen, and God, I forgot his name. What is wrong with me? What do you think? What gets you the most excited about this project? I'd like to hear from each of you, please, if you don't mind time.
I'll go first.
Please.
All right. So I just like if I was a regular user and I was coming to this AMA or I just know about this project and I'm interested and I didn't even know all the insides, I would be like, boom, NFTs with real money from gold. Boom. I get money from a token that's launched as well that has internal liquidity that always rises. Boom. And then I got multiple dApps coming out of it, all revolving around a treasury that has real gold coming into it. Love it. That's me. That's me in a nutshell right there.
Okay. Claudia. I did it again. Claudia.
I'm an I'm an adventure kind of girl, and so that the gold mining, the adventure, the kind of like um, Africa is the last frontier part is absolutely my favorite part of it.
Hmm.
So
So you want to be
yeah,
in? You
that's
want to be Indiana Jones then? No. Is that a gold mine?
yeah. As I said when before we actually started this talk, I have lived in Africa before.
Hmm.
Absolutely love it. I love the people. I love this kind of, as I said, I call it the last frontier. It's not as you can really do some cool stuff and adventurous stuff and really make a difference. That is, I think, the biggest draw for me. I mean, really having an impact, making a difference. That is something that I have set for my life goal. Um, so, yeah, definitely the gold mining equipment is my favorite part.
I like it. And you, sir?
Answer? I mean,
Yes. Him.
Okay, yes, sure. Hey, you know what? I'll put it like this. I hope that this, you guys understand from my perspective where I am now. I spent many years in Switzerland. I did my master's degree in Switzerland. And I had good jobs there and this and that. I came down here thinking during Corona, I'm thinking that, man, I'm going to Africa, man. What worse can there be? Corona is killing people out here. Let me go back home. Worst case scenario, I'll survive, you know. I got out here and I saw everyone is living a life like nothing, you know. And and while I left Switzerland, I had to be tested several times and this and that. I got over here, people are just moving on with their life. The people that do not have a lot usually are the ones that lives the best life because they have better smiles than we do, those who have access to everything.
Yeah, less
Now,
things to
as I,
complicate life.
one of the, yeah, one of the things that attract me the most to here is the fact that anything you start here is going to flourish. You just got to do it right. So I know also that a lot of mistakes have been happening in Africa. You know, people invest and they talk about fraud, they talk about a lot of things. So I know that this is going to be a difficult job. It's a stigma on Africa. We invest there, we lose money. How can you turn an investment
Oh, Dale! Telegram just rugged me. Jesus Christ.
and it's done right? And once that's done, have people come back and say, look, we got to do that again. Can we do it again, please?
Beautiful. Uh, Telegram rugged me a little bit, but thank you. So tell me.
Sorry, I think, could you hear me or did I went off?
No, no, it was me. My Telegram rebooted itself for some reason. It doesn't like me.
Okay, I think everybody heard what I had to say. I'm just saying that my biggest why is to make sure this works out and to make sure that I'm on the ground to take accountability for everything that happens on the ground and make sure that whatever return that is promised is done so
Mm,
that we can have the investors coming back and begging us to get into other projects or at least to relaunch the project to do something else. um, this is my why. This is the reason. This is, you know, that's what motivates me to doing this.
okay. The only reason I ask this is I'm curious as to how long uh, people will stay interested in projects. So I'm always curious as to why people start things. Speaking of, why the Lion's Den? Why that name?
I think I came up with that one, and I think it was based on the Africa, the jungle, and that we were bringing a bunch of pride and infrastructure to Africa and DeFi. So I was like, you know, this is a place for a bunch of strong-minded people. So everyone who joins, we are the king of the jungle. We're gonna enjoy our community, make some earnings, and have fun. That's where I came up with it.
All right. Are you trying to start a cult?
Not necessarily. No, everybody's welcome in the jungle, but there is a lion's den. So
Sorry, I had to sneak that one in there.
I love it.
All right. I think Daniel had a question. I've unmuted anybody, so if you guys want to unmute yourself, feel free to go ahead and ask the question on the VC. In the meantime, there was one question for Daniel I wanted to ask. Let me find it again. Yes, yes, yes. Partnerships. Partnerships. Daniel says partnerships are one way to get better positions in the market. Talking about strategic partnerships. Do you have any partnerships, or are you planning? Is there any collaborations that you're working on? What's the plan there?
Well, of course, right now we have a partnership, the DeFi Snipers,
Mm-hmm.
and their group. Um, Also, we plan to make partnerships with as many other projects as possible, especially ones that are flourishing right now. We plan to make dApps that revolve and help them so that their communities can flourish and understand where we come from as well, and what our purpose is as a whole, which is to earn money from the gold and then get into DeFi and understand these dApps from a larger perspective and enjoy using them from understanding them. And then that will, I think, is how I want our community to grow with knowledge and money.
Well said. Uh, for why don't you one of you guys give me, like a elevator pitch for this for anybody that just joined us, or if anybody fast forwards to the end, give me like your elevator pitch to the Lion's Den, why I should do it, how to do it, and yeah, all that good stuff.
Claudia, do you want a shot at this?
I'm seeing myself twice.
Get the elevator pitch started.
All right, give it to me.
Okay, so for everybody who is just joining in, I want to say that we all love DeFi and we all want to make money. And the problem is, in order for all of us to make money, value has to be generated somewhere. And through purchasing those Afro Gold NFTs, you're supporting gold mining and literally extract value out of the ground. So in our project, everybody wins, nobody is late, nobody is somebody's exit liquidity. And we also have an aspect of charity so that even the people that are giving us these profits have a long way of winning from this project. So Afro Gold NFTs is our start, and it's going on right now. We have launched 300 USDC per NFT, and it is your luck if you get a 2x, 3x, or 10x. That is my pitch.
Very cool.
And if I want to just add one thing, I always see those comments about, oh, I should be able to determine which NFT I want to mint. It's like, hey guys, this is the fun part about it. Everybody puts in the same amount of money, and it's just your luck if you get the wood, the silver, or the gold. I mean, if you think that is unfair, then I don't know. It's like, do you think it's unfair when you buy a lottery ticket? It's everybody putting in the same amount of money, and some people win and some people actually get nothing. And with our system, everybody wins, just different amounts.
Fair enough. I like the gamified aspect of it. Oh yes.
I think so too. This is DeFi after all. Everybody loves a good game. This is our game.
Where I completely forgot what chain and where is the marketplace going to be for the NFTs, and what chain? That probably should have been one of my first questions.
Yes, this is on Binance Smart Chain, so BAP20 USDC. And you can go on our website, press mint NFTs, and it takes you directly to the minting website.
Perfect. What's the website? Just so they know. Can you
Called?
just for the people that are only seeing it, listening to it rather.
It's called lionsdengold.app.
Okay. Any questions from anyone in the room? I think you guys have answered all my questions. Or is there anything that you guys from the team want us to know that I didn't ask about? Is there anything that you're dying to tell us?
Well,
No.
uh,
Oh, thank you, TMI.
What did the?
if I could say anything, I think it's an awesome idea. Um, it's just the follow through. Uh, Crypto and DeFi is trustless, and with something like this, it takes trust. And it's going to be decentralized and also centralized. Um, it The only thing is, you know, once people start making money off of gold, um, as everyone knows, Africa is a place where a lot of people go to make money. The exchange rate for gold is exponential once it reaches a certain hand. So I can find that the platform could work as long as A, B, and C adds up and connects all the way to X, Y, and Z. It could really be very great.
Yeah,
Um,
and the more you automate it, the more you make it, smart contracts. I think the better. I'm sorry to interrupt you, sir. You were just
no,
reading
you're
my mind.
fine.
You were just reading my mind, is all.
Um, the one thing as far as like innovation, I know gold is something that is everlasting. It doesn't go away. And it holds its value and generally will depreciate. Appreciate, not a lot of depreciation in gold. Now, the thing, would people be trying to like go over into like diamond mines, or would they be just strictly doing gold and only gold for the life of the project?
Can any of you
That is
guys?
definitely a
Okay, go.
cool.
Yeah. Any plans on expanding
Is
outside of gold?
is Ansul still in here? We have not talked about that. I know
Yes,
we. Oh, here you are.
sorry, I didn't get the question. Was it directed to me? I'm sorry. I
Yes. He
didn't get it.
wanted to know if you had plans on expanding to outside of gold, diamonds, perhaps, or what else can you?
Rubies.
What else can you mine
You know,
there?
Africa is rich of a lot of precious materials, and there's a big market for a lot of things. And I just wanted to know, were there different type of NFTs where they're going to be investing into mining other minerals from Africa, or was it strictly going to be just gold?
Okay, great. Thanks, Crystal God. Look, everyone, you started the statement by talking about trust and everything. It's very important that when you trust and you invest in something, you wait, be patient enough to see the result come out, and then credibility is achieved. Once credibility is achieved, then we can step into other sectors. There is quite a lot of minerals here where we are, but as I sit in front of you today, you don't know me, and you would like to first see what I can do, and then say, "Hey, guy, let's have another conversation about the next round or what other sector we can go into in Liberia or in Sierra Leone or in the neighboring countries." I hope you agree with me that it's important to get your first foot through the door before you talk about how far you want to go in.
That's generally where I was going with it. But at the same hand, most people are thinking of the building of trust and how far could we entrust ourselves in doing business with each other. So they kind of went hand in hand. Um, the building of trust and the building of the business, that's why I kind of asked the question.
I think it's a great question, and I believe you're right in asking that. It's just the project I'm doing right now, we call it the pilot phase. First, you have to do a pilot phase to see, to test,
Yeah.
and this is the hardest part. Once you've achieved the pilot phase and you successfully go through the pilot phase, to reinvest or to expand investment becomes much easier for everyone. And I agree. There is gold, there is diamond, there's a lot of different resources here in Liberia, but we also have to be very mindful of how we do it. We have to do it in a very responsible way, but we also have to not forget that we're here to make a good profit out of it, but doing it right. And to answer your question, yes, there's a lot of room for expanding into different sector. Even I was thinking about once we're successful with the first couple of machines, the idea would be maybe owning our own gold mine, in which the proceeds then would be exponentially much higher. But this is a process. I mean, I'm talking 2025, 26, being in it for the long run. But we don't know that yet. For today, focusing on this particular project, for me, is the most important.
And if I can quickly add on that, so basically, that's a pretty good question that crypto God 420 had. But you see, the other thing is they already have the gold license, so they have a license to carry gold and move gold and sell gold and all of that. When you get to the other minerals like diamonds and silver and all of those kind of things, that is gonna at the end of the day require another license, another paperwork and permits and all of that. So it's kind of a hassle, but it is doable. So like uh, uh, Achroma mentioned there, getting through that pilot phase, so getting the gold, section done and getting that off the ground and having it successful, that at the end of the day could lead to, acquiring, say, a diamond license where you can start excavating diamonds and, start selling that to certain people because that's also something that needs to, be taken into consideration. And I think that is what sets them, a little bit apart, is because they already have that gold license, so they don't need to go out and try and do some shady deals and backdoor deals and all of that to acquire, well, to move and sell the gold. Um, they already have it, so yeah, that's kind of the one other problem with the other minerals that will lead to that. So yeah, that's just my point of view, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
If I could keep you a little longer, FJ, since I'd like to get your perspective on this, since you're also, so to speak, on the ground. You're in the same continent, so to speak. What is wrong with me? Anyways, what are your thoughts on the project? Like, if you pitched a project to me, if you don't mind, like, what would you tell me about Afro Gold, and why would you want me to get into it?
Yeah, so basically, I like the idea. I mean, uh, it's a mineral. There's a lot of things you can do with gold, and as we've noticed with China, Russia, and all of them, they are acquiring gold at a large scale. Because essentially they are going back to backing the currencies with gold. I think BRICS will definitely be one of those that will have some sort of backing with the gold. So the potential for gold is it's crazy, and like Akroma mentioned, yeah, in Africa we have a lot of resources, and gold is it's crazy. You can almost find it anywhere. There's places here in South Africa where you can literally walk, around and start picking gold up. Obviously, you won't be able to easily sell them, and they in the raw form with rock and everything in between. But yeah, essentially, having a team like this, I mean, SG, Claudia, they are kind of well known. Achroma, he already mentioned that there will be video footages and, all that kind of evidence laid out. So he will be on camera, showing everything off, how everything is working. So that sense of transparency is there. And not just that, he has that gold license to move it. So that just kind of adds to that comfortability on my side, because obviously if it wasn't for that license, that shady section will come in, trying to sell it and, get it sold to the right buyers, which will decrease the value, obviously, because it's being done behind the scenes. So that kind of, gives me that extra sense of comfort, if I can say that, which at the end of the day will, benefit the project a lot. And yeah, for me, the idea behind Afro Gold, having an external source of income coming in uh, externally, like Claudia mentioned, everyone wants profit, everyone wants to earn something. Um, but essentially, if no one reinvests and no one put in extra money, then at the end of the day, that's gonna. I mean, we've seen it with a lot of projects. It's gonna become a problem. So you're gonna need that extra revenue, that extra income to keep everything going. And at the end of the day, that gold can really push it. And I mean, it's not like gold is just gonna go away. So if they can really, make this succeed and, grow the equipment. I mean, like Achroma mentioned as well, they have like very, very old equipment currently running, and it is still running. Yes, it's patched up regularly and all of that, but it is still running. If they get this newer equipment, out to the fields and everything, that can last for years. And the more they do, the more equipment they get, the more, sections they can cover. At the end of the day, that will be a much bigger income, into the entire project. So the benefits will go towards the Cent token, the NFT holders, the vault will grow massively. The community will constantly benefit from it because, like SG mentioned, there will be giveaways and all of that. But not just that, at the end of the day, with all of this, passive income source that you will personally as an investor will be receiving, you will kind of, well, the entire project will kind of help another community on the ground that is living in harsh conditions. Like they mentioned with the cooking of coals and stuff, and they getting new ovens and all of that sort to the community over there. That kind of improves the living. So at the end of the day, you're doing something good while earning a source of passive income. And to me, that's one of the most important sections. Yes, having money and getting money and all of that is good, but being able to do good and help more than just your project or yourself. When it comes to reaching out and expanding and helping different communities and actually people that are battling and all of that just becomes a much bigger picture. And at the end of the day, that kind of attracts my attention a lot more.
I like it. Thank you. Oh,
It's a pleasure, man.
yeah. Any, if there's no questions from the audience, I think this has been an awesome
Yeah.
session.
So
Okay. The moon, go on, sir.
yeah. So my question here is like since the project is an NFT oriented project, so like my question is like so like what's like some kind of security measures, which kind of security measures are in place to like protect user funds and personal information, like since some kind of um I think some kind of multi-signature whereby you can have is whereby like even though your wallet or some kind of this thing has been hacked, your funds and some kind of NFTs will not be lost. What solution do you have for that, please?
Who wants to take this one? I think he's asking what are the security measures you guys are taking, whether multi-sig wallets and so on.
Well,
I know. Go ahead.
I mean, if you're worried about your NFT being lost, that is if once you mint the NFT is in your wallet, and so that is your security basically that you have to worry about. Um, we do have a mint, and we have also a claim function on our website. So everybody who holds their NFT in their wallet can then claim from the website directly. I
Yeah, yeah,
hope
yeah.
that answers.
That's really nice. Thank you so much for explaining.
Okay.
Any other questions? Okay. Well, I wanted to think. Sorry, something on the screen is making me think something funny. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate you guys, you know, taking the time to explain this to me. And it sounds interesting. I wish you guys tons of luck. I'm hopefully you guys will come back and talk to me in maybe like 3 to 6 months to see how things are going. And I really do think you guys are, like FJ said, I like the I do like the approach of it. I like that you guys are fixing a real world problem that also has a very profitable side to it too. So it's like I can be greedy and feel good at the same time. So that's good. I like that quite a bit. Let's see, what else would I say about it? The team, I like you guys quite a bit. Claudia, I've seen you around the space quite a bit. I'm your man on the ground is new to me, but he sounds very sincere. Stephen, I've known you. SJ, I've known you for you've been around a long time. I'm really curious what you're gonna make of this. So
Can I just come in for a second and say something?
yeah.
I'm using Telegram because of Claudia, guys. So I am very bad at this stuff. So you're
Me
probably
too.
yeah. So the fact that you haven't heard from me or seen me is because I go as far as WhatsApp and that's it.
Mm.
So now I'm starting to use Telegram. Maybe it will get uh, my presence will be better. But yeah, just to um, yeah, and it's the name is Ansu. Okay.
Ansu, it's not you,
Yeah.
it's me. It's not you, it's me. It's not you, it's me. I'm dumb. You said it like 5 6 times. Ansu,
Don't
Ansu.
worry, T, you're not alone. I'm very good with
Ansu.
faces. I suck with names like bad.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think it's because I can't place it. The Ansu, it makes me want to think like ancient Viking or something. And then but your your voice doesn't match it, so it's like I can't categorize it. My brain is really silly. I put everybody in a category and I give everybody a title. Like FJ is Thor, right? And that's how I recall everybody. Like my wife is the wife, my son is the son. It's very complicated how I categorize things in my head. Very complicated. Anyways, you guys have been wonderful. I hope to talk to you guys again. I'm super looking forward to what the three of you can come up with, to be honest with you. Because, like I said, I've seen what Claudia and Steven can do. SG. What is wrong with me? I swear I'm not high.
Yes, come join us in our Telegram. We are happy to answer any more questions you have, and you get all the news and updates in our Telegram channel.
And the Telegram channel, let me spell it out for people. It is at Lions Den Gold. So LIONSDEN Gold on Telegram. Come join us. Buy one of their NFTs. Tell them I sent you, and I'm dumb, and I love you.
We love you too.
Aww. So I will see. I will see. I'm gonna turn off the recording, but we're gonna stick around for a little bit and talk about crap. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for everything.
You guys were awesome. I'm sorry that I asked so many dumb questions and I can't keep my train of thoughts going. Has nothing to do with the jar over there at all.
You are awesome, man. It was some. I thought this AMA was great. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for treating me like I matter. It's very, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Let me, I'm going to, I've been broadcasting live, so the whole thing is live on YouTube, but I also recorded it, so I'm going to upload that as a separate video once Telegram gives it to me, and I'll also forward it to you guys. Anybody else in the room have questions that you guys can answer real quick, or you guys all set? Afro Gold NFTs. Maybe the next one can be Afro Diamond. No, Diamond Afros. No. Diamond Afros?
Anything is up to you guys for the
What?
team.
What?
All suggestions are wanted.
I wouldn't mind a Diamond Afro because I don't have hair. I'll be like,
That would be slick.
that would be. Nobody's ever flexed that hard before. I want a diamond hat. Diamond hair, not hat. You know, we could do it like one of those anime spiky things, but diamond. I'll probably get killed like 5 minutes after I walk outside.
It's 3.
Yeah, I'm a little. One of the things I'm a little concerned about is like the security over there, because again, my little American brain tells me that there's like car bombs, and if there's not car bombs, there's a lion waiting to grab the stash, and then the lion will take the gold back to its pride, and then you guys will be fucked for the week. You know, is that a
Right, and I had these same visions and same feelings as well. But after talking to Ansu and realizing that he has armed security with him at all times, that his brother is a manager of a construction company and will be there with the equipment in these villages. It's not like they're in a town, they get the gold and there's some crazy dudes on the corner. They are literally miles in to rural lands where everybody's barefoot and digging in the ground. Now, in this place as well, they also have security. There's hired security, I know, to watch the equipment as well. But I mean, of course, there are all these factors, but I do believe our man Ansu has been there long enough and done a lot of these things to know to keep himself safe and our product as well. And I feel safe after talking to him multiple times and realizing how well put together his plan was, because this wasn't put together for a crypto project. This wasn't put together for a side deal to make money. He has made this and had high investors that were going to go on this with him. I don't know if I'm saying too much, but I do believe
you can
what
never,
happened
you,
was,
you know how much I like spoilers, dude. Come on.
well, the gentleman he was going to go in with had passed away, and then this sort of left the opportunity on the table. We brought it to Taylor Capital, which is a real business with a real board of members and all this, and they were all for it and 100% ready to go on board with the company, Ansu's company. Then at the last minute, they decided they just wanted to stick with their artificial intelligence trading. So I mean that left this opportunity on the table, and me and Claudia decided, and Ansu, that we would pursue it through this way, and that's where we are now.
I like it. I like it. What do you think? I should have asked this earlier, but what worries you the most? What do you think? Like, if you could pick something that would kind of screw things up, what do you think it would be? And what have you thought? What have you thought about? How have you thought of fixing it? God, why can't I ever talk? Fucking hell. Did that make sense?
Yes, it did. Now I do believe if we're fully funded and everything's going off the ground, that this project is a business and this business will work to succeed. And they will work. And I definitely get a strong feeling and strong work ethic from Ansu. And I know that they are smart and ready to make this happen. So when it comes to the business
Smart
aspect,
and
I
ready.
feel like they're going to make it happen. That's going to go through. They're very dedicated, very smart people, ready to make it happen. So when it comes to me about thinking, man, what is dangerous about this? What's scary about this? What could happen? What could go wrong? Well, I guess in any business, something can go wrong. There could be an issue. Someone could fall down a step and sue the place. Not in Africa, but I'm saying, in a business here in America. Now, these are business risks, and I think those risks are there. But I took myself out of the picture and I did a risk assessment on this, and for the return, for the ability, for what is put ahead of us and what will be available in the future as well, I don't find it to be extremely high risk as in dangerous. I just think of it as myself opening up an own company, and this would be a lot of work and it will have risk, but if you attack it, there it will be success. And like he said as well, if we purchase this machinery, the machinery is there. If no gold ever comes out of the ground, let's say all of a sudden it goes dry, well then we would be able to get some money and then get it back to our investors, because all in all, this is a
Are the
corporation project.
and these are highly specialized machines, right? Can they be can they be repurposed for other things? Like, if the gold doesn't work out, can you repurpose it for other things?
No, they're just excavators. So you can use them for construction. You can use them for anything, really. And
I'm so sheltered. I don't know anything about these things.
yeah, yeah, no, no problem. I mean, the thing is that this is a business. Every business has obstacles to overcome. But in real life, businesses overcome obstacles. It's not like your DeFi project where like the smallest amount of FUD and everybody runs, runs away and starts going crazy or nuts. Like that's what always really like irritates me with DeFi. It's like your project has like the smallest bump in the road and everything falls apart. There is no substance to it whatsoever. And so I want everybody to understand it's like, no, this is a business. There will be problems, but problems will be dealt with. That is the message. We are not running away just because there's like something not going the way we thought it would go. Okay. So there's no I come from a family of business owners. We have factories in Germany, and there is not a day there's not a problem. That is obviously there will always be an issue. But the thing is that you are the owner. Ansu is on the ground. He is not born yesterday, and he can deal with it. That is really what the truth is about it. I am working for a large university, and we are all about business continuity, about safety, about emergency planning, and so on and so on. It's not that we don't know what we are doing here. So.
Guys, to add on top of that, as I think I mentioned at the beginning, that some people might have come in later. I'm running an NGO project here on the ground as we speak.
Non-government
So
organization.
it's not something that I'm new to at all. And one of the things that should help guarantee investors, and this is the most important I think you need to take with you, is that you're purchasing an asset that does not lose value. These machineries last for up to 20, 30 years. And as the machine is the property of the project, you know, like I think if you look at it, you can turn it into road construction, building construction, or continuity of the gold mining. Either way, This is not a project that's supposed to run you a loss because you're not buying a car that depreciate very quickly or something like this. This is an earth moving machine that stays high value for a very long time. So the risk, if we speak about risk, when it comes to your investment, the risk is very, very low. The risk to myself on the ground, it's something I take care of. It's something that I work with. But I understand for sure if I determine if I want to um, take my life to the next level, it's going to be done in Africa. All the education I got from Switzerland and my life in New York and all of that, to be honest with you, being here on the ground, I can't tell you I feel safer than I would have been in Harlem. Um, this is the reality.
Yeah,
And also the safety of the place is really not something I'm too worried about. But the project itself being safe, you got to rest assured that you're purchasing an earth moving machine that stays, someone can't just take it and put it in the back of their car and run away with it. That's just not possible.
I mean, but the thing is, uh, what is the focus on the real security of the machines? Because just like in America, people steal excavators, they steal dump trucks, they steal tractor trailers, they'll steal a building if they can take it. Um, I mean, I'm just being honest. You know, when we're talking about the gold, like once the residents are digging up this gold and they're using the machines and things like that, these machines would generally sit there overnight if they're not being used, or would they be docked at a storage facility? I mean, these are things that I think a lot of investors are going to think about. I love the idea. I'm just trying to wrap it all in a whole, because those excavators are very expensive. So if someone wasn't even thinking about gold, they were just thinking about stealing the excavator and selling it for money to someone else. That could be a major problem. And if one of those excavators were stolen, what would the team do to possibly get another one? Would it be like another crowdfunding, or would there be like a reserve surplus just in case one of those excavators was stolen or damaged?
Can I come
Just
in
just
before anyone
before a
answer?
chroma, sorry man, just
Okay.
before he jumps in there, I just wanna like kind of street and say goodbye, but just with a quick um, how can I say, like my point of view on what Crypto God just said is, see, these machinery gets transported there with a low bed, so unless they have some heavy as big machinery, to be able to steal that, to be able to load it and drive it away. Uh, I don't think they'll easily be able to take that. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they did say that they will have some sort of, security guarding the machinery as well. But even without the security, it will be pretty hard to, just pack it up overnight and move it somewhere. So yeah, that's just my point of view. Achroma will probably go deeper into that now, but I just got to run. It was a
you're
great
you're
AMA. It
awesome,
was nice
FJ.
having a talk with you guys.
You're awesome, sir.
Awesome,
Thank you.
man. Thank you. You too, man. This was really a great AMA, and I really enjoyed everything. So yeah, I'm gonna run now. And you guys must have an awesome one. But yeah, that was just my quick 2 cents there on that topic.
Gracias.
Great. Thank you again. You're on point with that. There's a few things I must say about this. Through the business plan, we will have security just for the machine overnight. During the day, the machine security is in the hand of the actual mining owner, the people who are mining. The security is handed over to them. But then again, as I said, my brother is on the ground with them while they're mining. They're doing their own mining. They're taking care of the security during the day. Our security is to give it a 24-hour surveillance in case, worst case scenario, is somebody wants to damage it or do something physical to it. There's going to be at least two people watching the machine overnight. They're paid for that. That's in the business plan. That's the first thing. Number two, not many people have what it takes to steal an excavator, to be honest. in this part of the world. They cannot afford to get a basic car or the kind of tools it takes. We have to rent, we have to spend about 10K just to move the machine to these locations. So you have your motivation needs to be beyond solid for you to steal them. And the machines, as you purchase them, they become property of the company, and the company register these as a property of the company. So it's not easy to lose these machines. I just have to go back and repeat that. It's just not in the US. In the US, the capacity is very large. Over here, I mean, owning one of these machines is like you become a god, so to say, because many people would like to have such a machine. But the machine is so large that you can't just transport it by simply putting it on the back of your pickup and you're gone. No. So just to give you a little bit of comfort when it comes to that particular part, when it comes to stealing the machine, I don't foresee that happening anytime within the first 6 months or 1 year or even the duration of the machine. But based on the response of the return on investment being 6 months to 8 months, I am almost 100% sure that we're secure on that part. If the worst of the worst case happens, um, since you have your return within 6 months to 8 months. I don't know if that answers your question, but you are right to pose the question of the security of the machine. The machine is our main asset. So security of it becomes the most important thing. So we are hiring securities to keep an eye on it when it's not on, it's not being used. And when it's being used, it's in the care of the actual owner of the land, who is the miner. I think that should help. I mean, if you have further question.
No, no, no. You answered me, brother. I was just trying to understand it.
Yeah, we're just so like the TV show. Everything tells us that the world is bad, and we're good here. Like
No, I
I
just understand
I
uh how the human mind works. Where there's ever an opportunity, someone's always trying to be an opportunist.
fair.
So, I mean,
I'm
I don't.
I'm worried that lions will come out and like attack the excavator.
That's not Africa, brother. Like they try to put that on
See, I'm
the
stupid.
regular. They put that on the regular television to brainwash you into not enjoying
Yeah,
what is so beautiful about it because the world beats it down and treats it like it's the ugly stepchild when it is the gateway to all of true civilization, my brother.
beautiful. Yeah,
I must say
I'm
Civilization
that
really
started
today,
from there.
I'm really dumb, sir.
no, if I can just say, today you hear around the world that countries like, if I may go into this, Niger is having issue with the French. Did you notice that a lot of the minerals that come out of Niger, what it's worth? There's a lot of minerals that come out of this part of the world, but they're not advertised. They advertise the starving kids. They advertise the people that are suffering. They do
Yeah,
not advertise that they are pulling billions out of these countries. They
Exactly.
don't
They extract
advertise
that
these
gold
things.
for pennies on the dollar, and then they turn around and sell it to France and Switzerland and England, and then they turn it into high quality gold when there are no gold mines over there. But you'll buy that French gold and you think it's the best gold on the face of this earth.
So we're not really poor in Africa, to be honest with you. It's just
No,
mismanagement of resources. That's all. And
yeah.
the lions are kept very safe. They don't usually eat people because we keep them in their own inhabitant where tourists comes and pay to go see them, and they enjoy seeing them. And yeah, so the lions are not out in the street. To be honest, there
Like
are very nice cars driving by where I am right now.
I'm sorry. I don't
um
mean it that way. I don't
I
mean it
know.
that way. It's just every video I see, like like I'll see a video on somewhere, and the guy will just be having breakfast, and then he'll turn around, and there's a lion in his window saying hello, and I don't want that. That sounds terrible. That sounds absolutely terrible. I'm just saying.
Out more, Tiamat.
What?
You need to get out more.
Well, that's the whole thing. I don't want to get out more. I want to stay inside.
But if you don't mind, I mean, it's it's really late where
Yeah,
Ansu
the
is.
the AMA is
So
over.
maybe,
The AMA is over. This is
yeah,
you guys can take off. You
yeah.
g-
I have to pick up my child, so I'm gonna say goodbye. But thank you very much for this opportunity and for the nice chat we had.
you guys have been awesome. I posted the videos uploading to YouTube now. Posted a link in the room, so that's all good.
I just had a question. Are you guys also in the group that the Telegram group where I'm going to upload, or should I upload it to someone and they can touch it up and then put it in the group, like make it look better, the photos and videos?
I think the raw
We can
stuff is
talk
good,
about
but that's up to you
Yeah,
guys.
we can talk about it, Ansu. Don't worry about it.
Okay, good, good, good.
Yeah.
Thank you, then, guys. I have to log off because it's pretty late over here.
All right, man. You've been awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care, guys.
Like for example, I don't. I'm afraid of Australia because I think kangaroos will try to hit me. Like, do you just go outside and there's a kangaroo ready to box you? That would be
Nah,
crazy.
not like that.
Like, if the kangaroo's not there, it seems like there's a fucking snake ready to bite you, or the armadillos. No, that's Texas. That's Texas. Okay, not armadillos.
Aardvark?
Yeah, no, or is it the honey badger? They don't give a fuck.
Or the anteater.
Ooh, those look scary too. To be honest with you, like when
They
when
eat
they,
ants, bro.
I know, but they get their arms up and they're like, "Look at me, brah. Look at me."
All I know is Ansu said they usually don't eat people.
I know,
Meaning-
that's
I know
scary.
that was the key word that he said though.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I just didn't want to linger there, but thank you for bringing it up. So I'm gonna skip it. You know, like my wife is like, "Will you go on a safari?" And I'm like, "Fuck! I've seen so many movies where they eat you on the safari."
You know what? I might not go because black people usually don't survive horror films. So
Thank you.
ah,
Thank you. Like,
you know,
can
I'm
you
just gonna I'm gonna be at the hotel rooting you guys on.
let's speak to this, right? Like, one of my biggest fears is dying because of something I could have otherwise not afforded, right? For example, I get rich, and my wife is like, "Let's go on a fucking safari," and then I get eaten by a fucking lion at the safari. Whose fault is that? Is it my fault for getting rich? See,
But that's how people's life works. That's why
I know, but
they say
I just
it's
don't
all
want
about
to.
being mindful of your time.
I'm just saying, like, I'm imagining myself getting eaten by a lion and thinking to myself, "Motherfucker, you should have stayed poor." And I don't know if I'd be upset. I don't know.
It's like those rich guys that went down in the submarine to see the Titanic or whatever.
Well, bro, okay. Like, if I went down the submarine and I died, I'd be like, "Oh shit, I did this to myself. I'm stupid." That's a different thing, dude. That's a different
Well,
thing.
I mean, to be,
It's,
I
I don't think it's.
honestly,
I don't think it's the same
I
thing.
think that
I think
those
that's
guys were trying to extract the gold from the Titanic.
I'm
Okay.
I'm just saying that's not the same
There's-
thing. The thing had a fucking Logitech $20 controller. That's not the same thing. There are levels of risk, people. Like, if you go on a safari and you're inside a car in a cage, I think that's better than going under the fucking ocean in a homemade submarine controlled by something you can buy at Walmart. I think there's a difference, but I could be wrong.
But what got you?
I don't know. Both of them have the same risk because I watched a lion open
Yeah.
up a door.
Yeah, that's
What got
fucking
you in both situations?
money.
No.
What?
It's
What?
your choice. You chose to do it.
Exactly.
I know, but if I didn't have money, that
And
wouldn't
choose
have been
your
an
own fate
option.
and steal it.
I know, but
No.
that's the thing. If I didn't have the money, it would like what? There's no way in hell I'm gonna be going to Africa anytime soon because, money.
Gives you an opportunity.
It's not expensive to go to Africa.
Right, but
No.
it's not. But I mean, I still can't afford to go to Africa.
Okay, so in that same thinking, that money gives you the opportunity to go out and buy yourself some sports car, so you can run up and down the West Coast,
No.
and you
And then run into a light pole.
That wouldn't be me, sir. That wouldn't be me, sir.
But I'm just saying.
I'm a pussy.
choice, though, right?
It is.
That's your choice.
It is. I'm a pussy. You're not gonna be seeing me in a
Or
sports car.
you like eating vegetables, right? And you went and got this exotic fucking eggplant that grows on top of this mountain in Zimbabwe and
There
shit.
you go.
And you're like, yo, this is an exclusive eggplant. This shit is like $10,000 for like just one eggplant. I gotta try this shit. You eat it and you die.
Yeah, and that would be terrible. You know, that's
I mean,
again.
there's
It's
people that
it's a. Maybe I should preface it by saying it's an irrational fear. I know it's not rational. I know. I just have this irrational fear that I'm gonna die from something I could have not otherwise afforded.
Well, I mean, if you blame it on you being too broke to buy calamari, and that's the reason why you'll never choke on it.
You're right.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good. Well, I wouldn't I wouldn't eat calamari because it's gross, but that's a different story.
I'm just saying, it was just an analogy. Like,
I know, but you
yeah.
know, but that's a bad one. Calamari is
I mean,
gross.
it's still as simple as that that $300 nugget that you decide you're gonna pick up on the weekend because it's a complete body numbing.
There is no weed
Yeah,
out there that'll kill
yeah.
my ass.
I'm just
Kidding me?
saying.
It's not medically possible. Like to get an overdose of weed, that's like, I mean, like I would have to take a bath in like resin, activated
they
resin.
just had a dude. They just had a dude. He just died off of eating edibles.
Yeah.
How?
Heart
From
stop,
what?
right? Heart stop.
From what? There's nothing in weed that'll kill you. Well,
I told you.
well,
I told
okay.
you,
Let me
you
let
go
me
into
let me
those-
finish. Let me
if
fin-
you
let me
go
let me
to
finish.
those-
Let me finish.
If you
I mean,
go to those dispensaries, you're dealing with
yeah. Let me
something
finish.
different.
Yeah, that's what I was
So
about to
you
say.
don't-
That's what I was about to say. Edibles are not natural weed. Edibles are extracted weed mixed with other shit. So yes, I
Yeah.
don't think that's. I don't think he died from weed. He died from something, but it wasn't weed.
But he chose to get that weed or that edible
Exactly.
that made it.
Yeah, he did. He did.
And
Yeah,
if
like
he was only too broke to buy them edibles, he wouldn't have died.
exactly, 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 sir.
Now you can't be thinking like that.
I
Oh,
know.
you're an asshole.
Didn't I say it was irrational? I mean, I started with this is irrational, right?
If only he didn't have any money, he would have lived. He would have lived to see another day.
Okay, this is a little. This is again controversial. You know, what about Kobe dying on the on the helicopter? Like, what if he?
Well, I
what if he?
mean,
What if he
I-
couldn't afford a
What if
helicopter?
he would have got a commercial flight?
Yeah.
And he probably would have still died.
Well,
You gotta go.
He
you
probably
gotta
would
go.
have. If he would have rode Spirit,
but is
you
that
saying
my?
he would have lived?
I'm saying if he would have, if no, he wasn't going in. He wasn't going that far. He was just going in the same city. He was going in the same city. It wasn't. He wasn't going from like state to state. It was like in the same city. It just he didn't. He didn't want to. Like the Los Angeles traffic is terrible and stuff, and he got on and he wanted to skip traffic because he had a helicopter.
So that's just him not being patient. Then that ain't
Ru-
got nothing to do with him having money.
Right, but again, if he didn't have the money to
Well,
be on the
what
helicopter
really
and he
killed
just sat his
Kobe-
ass in traffic,
No, what really killed Kobe is that there was a big storm coming, and every single plane was grounded. Even the planes at the
Okay.
airport were.
and you know what would happen to me? You know what would happen to my? You know what would happen to my broke ass? I would have stayed at home because I
No,
couldn't
but I'm
afford
just
it.
saying that it's not. It wasn't his money that killed him. It was his ignorance.
Yeah.
So he felt so self-righteous that everyone is telling him don't fly, and he's like, my money tells me I can. Watch. He went and got his own private helicopter to fly him, and then when the helicopter pilot told him that, hey man, you can't fly, he's like, I pay you. You're gonna fly.
Yeah, like
Fly
I don't mean to
Fly.
be I don't mean to be disrespectful to his death. I'm it was a terrible thing, but it just that seemed avoidable to me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's
I mean, the
that's right.
Titanic was avoidable.
and I exactly and
They
my
didn't
and my
avoid it.
black ass wouldn't have been on there.
Like we can avoid a lot of things.
Like my wife wants me to go on a cruise, and I'm like, but there's no fucking land.
Hey,
You
you know
lost me
my
at the
biggest
whole
fear? Getting
land thing.
swallowed whole by a whale and shot through the fucking blowhole.
You know what my biggest fear is? Being fucking marooned and chewed apart by things that think I'm food.
But I
And
could take that. I
I
could
don't
take that.
want to take
See,
that. I don't want to
me
know.
getting swallowed whole by a whale, and I'm just sitting like in the bottom of this whale, and then he like, oh, that's not food, and then he just shoots me like 150 feet in the air, like that's
And
like the
then
nightmare didn't end. It just had like a round two
so
to that shit.
so what'll happen? You'll get shot up. You'll hit the ground. You'll hit the ocean. Your body will break. Every bone in the body will be
Wow, it's gonna break.
right.
You're not worried about those sharks eating you.
You'll be
You're
Mister.
praying that they will.
You'll be like Mr.
You're like,
Glass, and then as you're drowning, you'll be like, "Can a shark eat me, please?"
exactly. You're gonna be begging to be.
And all of
Like,
that could have been avoided if you just kept your ass on fucking land.
well,
I know I could. I know I could walk outside and get hit, and I would die. But
I mean, what if a
I,
tree branch
Maybe.
falls on top of you? Was
I'm
it your fault for like wanting shade that day?
a little, isn't it?
King, come on, man.
I'm just saying a little, isn't it? No.
Hold on. So if you choked on a chicken bone, it was your fault for wanting chicken that day.
Well, as a vegetarian, kinda.
But you could choke on some eggplant. So you a selfish eggplant eating bastard.
Not if I cook the eggplant soft enough. Come on. That's a bad
Nah,
example.
it's a gluttony day for you. You're like, I'm about to fuck this eggplant. Ugh. Like,
That sounds good, actually.
I mean, you probably grilled it today and it was popping. You went throw it down your fucking throat and it got caught in your windpipe.
Yeah,
Was that your fault?
a little.
Should have chewed it. Should have chewed it up more.
Exactly.
Yeah, a little. I mean, like, that's it. I'm just saying. That's just an irrational fear. I don't want to die because of something I can't afford. That I couldn't have afforded normally, and that includes dying on the ocean. I, I don't understand these people that want to travel. Like outside is pretty. I can go outside and see pretty stuff. I go other places. You guys have houses, just like here. Like everywhere my wife gets me to travel to, it's like a different version of here. And I'm like, okay, there's a big hole in the ground. That's nice. The Grand Canyon is nice. There's a big hole in the ground. Cool. Mount Zion
Yo,
is
I'm like,
nice.
Massive.
Mount Zion is
Massive
nice.
ground.
Mount Zion is nice. It's somewhere really tall for you to fall off and really shitty roads. That's great.
they found pyramids inside of the Grand Canyon. That's why certain parts of it is closed off to humans actually going down there.
Well, I don't want to go down there anyway, sir, because
I was just
it's a
giving you a
big.
little known fact, bro.
I know, but it's like a big hole in the ground. I don't want to deal with that stuff. Like I like civilization a lot. I like air conditioning.
Do you
I
know that
like cars.
the only way that we got to be so civilized is those people that we thought were so decivilized or uncivilized. They were the first people to create civilization.
Yeah.
And without their creation of the spoon, you'd have no spoon to think that you're without them creating the fan, you wouldn't have AC to sit in your house like, this is so much better. So I
And
mean, I
I
think
am very happy to have been born now and not earlier because earlier sucked.
you I mean, I can't speak on it. I'm living now, baby. Don't put me back then.
Earlier
I probably
sucked.
wouldn't have made it.
Me
I wouldn't have
neither.
made it this far. I got too much fucking mouth.
Seriously, like I can't imagine me like being my personality right now and you telling me that I have to work for you for free. Like, please, bitch.
Well, I mean, life is life. You're not gonna do something about it. You better shut up.
For rails. Anyways, that was a good AMA. The team is cool. What do you think about Crypto God? Well, we're not recording the AMA anymore, but we are still live on the tubes. Keep that in mind.
I'm just willing to. I'm waiting to see how it's gonna all pan out. Like, okay, when you put money in another person's hands, anything can happen. You could tell me anything. That's why, I wanted to start out and say actions are speak louder than words. You know, as long as he can follow through with it, I think it could be a bomb ass protocol.
Yeah, I think so too. I like.
That's what it really weighs on, the follow through. The follow through, if it's as
The
great as
I think the only other thing I don't love about it is that it's so reliant on one person right now. I don't love that about it. I wish it were less. Uh, I wish there were more. I wish he could clone himself. If there were like 10 answers, you know what I'm saying?
you mean like a corporation.
Yeah, like something, a foundation, something like a. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Well, I think of it like the beginning process. He's he has an idea, and the biggest way to build something is to have the idea for it. So if you take this, like how I said that gold is something that doesn't go away, and it's always been here and it's always going to be here. So in the next 5 to 10 years, I don't know how old the gentleman is, but it could have like major development in that amount of time because you're dealing with like a real asset versus
Yeah,
like
this could
people
turn
just
into
having to keep
a
depositing their money on there to keep the
this
price
could turn
up.
into a conglomerate. It could turn into an
Yeah,
actual big company. And
I mean, everyone is looking for a way to outsource money and legitimize it inside of the real world, and have real assets being generated off of them invested into crypto. So, I mean, as long as, like I said, the follow through, the swing, the follow through, and is it going to be a home run?
Exactly. And I know what you're saying too about him being the only one when it comes to this actual project that you can hear from, because he is the owner of his company, and though he has his team, his 5 workers and his brother managing it, they he is the owner of that company, but he is the only one that deals with me and Claudia. So that he will be the only he is the best one to talk to out of the other guys, but because he's the owner, but he is the only one that relates will that you'll ever hear from, most likely. I mean, those other guys could probably come on and talk with everyone, but I don't know how intelligible they are about what's actually
They can
what the
push.
actual business plan is. So I'm with you guys. I'm in the same boat. It's like
it's
it's
very
real.
exciting.
It's a risk, and
Well,
I
see,
know
I
there's
mean,
risk, and he says there's
like
not that much risk, but I know me and you both know there's risk. So I'm
with
like I'm
the
in it
risk
too
in
on that same boat.
crypto, the risk in crypto is the protocol being quote unquote exploited, where I've always said that there's no such thing as an exploit. You have the developer that runs off with the bag, or somebody that had most of their money on there, they withdrew that shit. There's not really a lot of exploits out there. There are, but uh
I get what you're saying.
as well, I mean, there's something that happened, you know what I mean? When people speak of an exploit, they make it seem as if, it was just something that came out of nowhere. No, it didn't come out of nowhere. It was there the whole time, people just didn't notice it. And as long as um the business can be um operated in a good manner, I mean, the part that I was thinking about is the exchange rate of the gold. Cause see, like, I'm giving, if I'm an NFT purchaser, and people are like, well, the American dollar doesn't matter. It matters when I'm putting my money onto whatever exchange to transfer into whatever, to turn into whatever, to put on the platform. It has a value.
Right.
So the exchange rate between
the American gold, and is it Libya or Liberian?
Libya or Liberia.
Liberia. The Liberian gold, it has it's there is a difference in the exchange rate in gold. I didn't want to say anything because that might have been like kind of counteractive to the introduction of what they were trying to do. But
No, and you could have. I want you guys to say anything and bring up all these things because when we brought this to Taylor, those guys are a real company and they blasted this guy down hard with real questions. And yes, that is our option. He will let you know as well as he told us. If they sell it in Liberia, they get less money. They can
exactly.
transfer it to us faster, but he says it's up to us. He suggests that we let him not let him, but that we do it monthly, so he can bring it to Switzerland because he has his all his certs and availability to sell it there. There, we will get a higher amount of dollars for the gold, uh,
Hmm.
and this will be higher profits for all the people that are getting it. Now, he said the only issue is earnings will be once a month then, instead of being able to pay out weekly. So we're still deciding on what's the best option, but of course we can go over that with the community as well. But we had already brought this up, and he has already talked to us about the options with it as well. Just so you know.
Nice.
Okay.
And again, you can always refer people to this part of the live stream today because the rest is on, tubes, blah blah blah. Okay. I think.
And I mean, I caught what he was saying earlier because I mean we don't have all the specs on what he is going to be able to offer us in the future. Like we want to get these NFTs out. We want everybody to get their ROI. I want to see this all happen as well so that we can move on to the next part of business with him where he feels that he can actually let us have ownership of that equipment for the 10 years, 10-year dividends, things like this could be possible. Or he was also saying once he already has his own equipment, then he can eventually purchase land. And then we can actually, because he's a native there, he can literally purchase land. Once we start seeing returns, once everything's already cool and we know this is a fact, then we can move forward into bigger and better investments and long-term ones. So that's where I'm hoping that, not hoping, but want this to all end up barreling into is more
Is
earnings
he
for
going to
us longer.
KYC?
I think he
I
didn't say his company name, but his company is registered in Africa, and you can look it up, and I think you'll see him and all the stuff he does. That stove thing he does. He gives the stove donations and stuff. He's pretty well known for down there. I think we can get his name out there and stuff. I want to
Yeah,
check with him real quick,
I think he
but
said he was also going to be on video too. I think he said he was
mhm.
going to be on the videos too and all that stuff. I yes, I no, yes, I remember now. Pepe versus Shiba. Haha. Do you guys want to? I'm gonna post a link to a
Uh,
meme coin that I might get into. Not financial advice. It does nothing. It does absolutely nothing. It's a meme coin. You will probably use your money, but if you don't, you probably will make money. It's one of the two. It's one of
the
the
only
two.
way you make money with those coins are to be there as soon as it drops. It doesn't matter
It's gonna
as
be
long
a.
as you put $100
It's
on
not
there
there yet.
and you're
Yeah.
at least the first five people to go on there. You're gonna win. You know why? Because let somebody come on there, they're gonna deposit about 5 grand, and they're gonna drain that whole fucking contract.
Yeah. Seriously. Let's see. What should I say? DYOR, because that's what it should be. Do your own research. It's meme coin does nothing. Like all.
Does nothing.
I
Like
mean, that is not making you people want to like just be like, yeah, I'm about to go get that.
well, it does nothing like all other meme coins. Like
I know, but could you just like give it some excitement? The best fucking meme coin
all
of
right.
meme coins.
Okay, let's see
I
what
don't
chat.
know.
So,
Let's see what ChatGPT
so
has
you
to
guys,
say. Let's see what ChatGPT has to say. Uh, can you make? Can you? Can you rework this for me and make it sound
Better.
pretty and more inviting? Okay, what does ChatGPT says?
so guys,
There
you
is
guys
no
are on.
way I can turn your bullshit into more inviting stuff. Oh, sorry. That was ChatGPT.
So, hey guys, we're on. You guys are on Pulse Chain over there with me. Are you guys watching that meme coin teddy bear?
No.
I looked at it, but hold on, I got one for you, bro. They got this token called MV, and it's supposed to be attached to DAI. I don't know
They're
what
gonna kill it.
MV is.
It's attached to die. Die. Why? What?
The token, you ass.
I'm
But
sorry, I
it
can't help
was
myself.
last time I checked, it launched at like $945. And when I woke up, it was at like $2,935. And then I guess a lot of people took a whole bunch of profit because it dropped down to like $185 and then it's going right back up. I don't know what the token does, but and I don't know how many of them here it is. They just have something going on with them, and I thought it was real interesting.
I Yeah, this teddy bear. It's LP'd with a tropa or whatever,
Hmm.
and I got in. It's been out for I think 6 days. I got in 2 days ago, and I looked at this morning, and I'm 2x right now, and
Oh,
this thing is just flying. People are just buying it. I'm not saying buy it or get into it or
What
nothing.
is?
I'm just
It's a meme thing.
yeah, it's a meme coin.
Can
It's
you
called
can you post a
Teddy Bear.
can you post a contract in the room, sir?
Yeah,
Or the chart contract, whatever, whatever.
let me get it.
Is that better?
Figure out.
Hey, Crypto God, yeah, curious about the next big thing in meme coins. Pepe V Shiba is making waves, but don't just take our word for it. Do your own research and join the Telegram. Find out what the buzz is all about. Is that better, sir? That's what ChatGPT.
boy,
That's what.
ChatGPT sound way better than your ass.
Yeah, I know. That's like its entire use case to sound better than me.
She's doing a good job with you. She makes you sound very intellectual.
I know. That's why people come here and then they're like, oh, he's an idiot.
Like
Sorry.
this the same motherfucker. He must have used ChatGPT.
I'm sorry. You just saw my representative. I'm really stupid. That was just my representative.
Nah, you gotta be pretty smart to have a computer be your representative, so you're not that stupid.
Yeah. I'm
Right?
not. That's what
You
makes it
you know how to
worse.
work it.
That's
You
what
know
makes
how
it
to
worse.
work it to get it to represent you. Some people don't know how to do that.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, um, to be honest, Frack made me use it. So. Where is my bot in that room? I thought I had a bot in this room that would tell me what. Uh, so what is it? Is it P and the contract number? Let's see.
So did did T call you, hit you up yet?
T who?
Well, you know him. I ain't gonna say his fucking name.
T T. I am T. I'm so confused.
No, this is dude, TT. The other T.
DM me because you know I'm not. You know I'm.
Nah, Takataka. Takataka.
Oh, oh,
Did he ever hit you up?
no, he didn't.
Oh.
Katataka, katataka, katataka,
Man, that's why I didn't want to say it. Shut your
katataka,
ass.
katataka, katataka,
That's-
katataka, 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 uzami, katataka. I love saying that. Katataka, katataka. Okay, so that didn't help. Let's see. Why? I thought the define bot I could do that with. I'm confused by it. Okay. Token prices. Uh, track wallet address. That sucks. I don't want that. Is it I? Okay. No, it says bear. Okay. That's not good. I suck at this. Yes, I need to. Alright. Okay, cool. I got 14 people in that room. I did post a link to that meme thing if you guys are interested. Where is the website? The website. Where are you? Ah, it's pepevshiba.co. Okay. We'll do.
So is it like 2 tokens, or this is just like
Uh,
one token named Pepe versus Shiba?
yeah, there's a token called Shiba versus Pepe that did good.
Guess that was a stupid question.
There was a token called Pepe Shiba versus Pepe that did good. They're just doing Pepe versus Shiba. Does that make sense? Did that help, sir? Did that help?
Is he talking? I don't think anyone can hear you.
Holy shit! I've been fucking muted. How long have I been muted for?
You're a
A
fucking
good minute.
genius, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. You deserve this channel for years. Oh, that's why we give you the big bucks, man. The big fucking bucks.
What's the last thing you? I just spit some fucking good shit. Fuck
Dang
me.
it.
I'm just happy you was the only one to hear it. Look.
Oh no! It was live on the YouTube, cause that wasn't muted. Son of a bitch! I'm so retarded. And then you tell me I'm not retarded as I think. I think I'm more retarded than I think, sir. Anyways, Pepe versus Shiba. The team won't rug. Will it make money? I have no fucking idea. Okay, and SG, I was trying to. How do I do this? Oh yes, I can go to. What's a charting place for Pulse? Where can I get a chart for Pulse?
Deck screener.
I can get it from. I think I can get it from. I think I can get it from. Yes, deck screener. Chart. I can get it from the Pulse Strip room. You still loving Pulse Strip? How much do you love Pulse Strip today?
I love Post Strip every day. It's like my new lady. I think I left my old lady because my new lady, she actually gives me money instead of me giving her money.
Oh, and this thing is paired with Atropa, apparently. So, can somebody explain Atropa to me, please?
I wish I could. I haven't even read the white paper yet.
I keep
need to
I
do a
keep
little
I keep
research.
I keep I keep I keep trying to get people to explain it to me. They just tell me that it makes things deflationary, and I ask, "Where's the white paper?" They say, "There's no white paper."
I better buy some then.
I just don't know what it does, but apparently, it burns LPs, right? You pair instead of pairing it with normally if you're on BNB you'd pair with BNB or you'd pair BUSD or if you're on Pulse people are pairing with Pulse or whatever the fuck. But if you pair it with a Tropa, apparently this thing has like a self burning thing where it burns whatever it's paired with, and it uses that. I don't. That's as far as I understand it. That's as far as I understand. Apparently, it makes whatever token it's paired with deflationary. It does nothing but good for the chart. And the dude who's behind it is unknown, like Satoshi. Like the whole ecosystem is like hush hush and highly planned, and like it seems like somebody thought about this shit for a long time, right? Because it's not just one token. It seems like there's a few different tokens that support it, and the dude renounced the contract, so now it's truly decentralized. There's nothing he can do with it. It's not a proxy or anything. So people are going crazy over that. He's checking all the boxes. He's checking all the boxes to make it rug free-ish. You know what I mean? Like all the boxes that he's trying to check as many boxes as Bitcoin checks, from what I gather of the project. So if somebody can explain the whole thing to me, please come and explain it. I don't understand it fully. Oh yeah, that was nice. Who did that? It's always so.
May I say, shout out to my boy Drake Gardner one more time.
I loves you. Why don't you invite him in here? We miss him. I am also trying to. Please, okay, let's see. Yes, please. Okay, let me invite Daniel to the room. No, that's not it. So, what else is on the agenda today? What else are we looking forward to? Are we? Is there any other projects that you guys are going to be going into? Seriously, on a side note, somebody can come explain Atropa to me. I really want to know.
Only thing I know is about the burning mechanism of a tropa.
Okay, what is it?
It's supposed to, whatever it is paired with, it burns that
I just said that.
to raise the price of it.
What I just said?
It links to PLS, it links to Hex, and it links to DI.
Yeah, it's got a lot of pairs lately. Like
I know he just rescinded the contract.
Yeah, he just he just didn't renounce the contract and all that other good stuff. So it's like he's taking a page from Satoshi's book. It looks like he's trying to do like a actual fair, where everybody can participate equally and blah 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 blah. I don't know. Maybe it's Satoshi come back to launch Chopa. You guys think Satoshi just went?
Shit, hold up. Hold up.
What?
Hold up. I know I just seen that. What? I just told y'all about that MV token. Go into the P-Dye chat. You gonna see homeboy said MV is going off right now.
Yeah. Look at Atropa, man. Look at that chart.
It's better than a Tropa.
Oh no. That I'm sorry. I'm looking at the teddy bear chart. It's paired with Atropa.
This token did a 4x already.
Hey SG, it's paired with Atropa. That's probably why it's going so parabolic, sir.
Yeah.
Like
MV. They don't have a website.
I was gonna tell Matt.
I was
why?
scared as shit to buy it because I seen it like 2 days ago. And I was like, well, there's no fucking website. There's nothing for it. And when I seen it, it was
Oh,
at like $900. But by the time I woke up, it was at like $2,395.
wait.
And
Spark Swap is all the way down to.
One day I'm gonna start doing some videos on all the little tokens that I find. Uh, Sometimes I find little gems and sometimes I don't.
You sound like Almond Joy.
Well, that's how it is.
Are you a nut today or are you not a nut?
It depends on what she's into.
All right, 1 second. I'll be right back. 1 second. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I.
so, like, I know there's this P die on Pulse Chain, and
Mm.
they're running that up. But have you seen like all these other alts or these other coins that were that don't add up to the other side of the Ethereum, like Booyon 5? Have you looked that up?
Mm-mm. What they saying about it?
Well, it's just like one of those coins that's like on Ethereum, it's at $300, but on Pulse Chain side, it's at like 8 zeros and a 6. But
I'll,
it's been going.
I'm gonna tell you what happens. Um, the moment like it takes somebody to make that liquidity pair. So how the real people, how you win, like you can go on to Pancake Swap, right? And I'll, all right, people could take say uh the pigs token, right? And say you had like 10,000 pig tokens. You could take those
Okay.
10,000 pig tokens, and if you had $10,000 worth of BNB, I mean, Bitcoin, you could make a pig Bitcoin pair. And the more people that trade that pig Bitcoin pair, it starts to gain its liquidity. Now you own majority of the shares because you made a pair. So what a lot of those people are doing is when it comes to the new blockchains, they're pretty much it's like a sacrifice of their tokens, but they're pairing it with the native token of the blockchain to gain its liquidity. So the more people that join inside of that liquidity pool, it starts to appreciate the price. That's the same thing with DAI and Pulse DAI. Like DAI is pegged at $1, and the only reason why Pulse DAI isn't is because it's gonna need a couple million, like probably about 10 million.
To peg it.
How many zeros?
It's a
Excuse me, I'm
thousand
sorry.
X. It's 1,000X from now.
Yeah. So I mean, um,
A little bit.
the more people that make the integration over into Pulse Chain and they use those tokens and they hold on those tokens, that is the key. Everybody is like, well, it's not getting a 10x right now, so I'm gonna sell the token. You don't understand it. It's not about that. It's about the integration. Everyone is trying to be like, is Pulse Chain gonna do like a 100x in the next 6 months? It's about the integration. The more that people are integrating into Pulse Chain, they like Pulse Chain, they like what goes on with Pulse
Yeah.
Chain. When they get Pulse, they're gonna keep it as Pulse. You want people to have like 5,000, 10,000 Pulse tokens, like how they hold BNB in their wallet. Some
Right.
people have 5 or 6 BNB, 20 BNB, 50 BNB, and it takes a lot of people to start holding it in their wallet like that. And then, yeah, Pulse could do 100x or a 500x. I think he died. Um, the community is big and strong, and
Yeah,
they
and
have a
it's
lot
got,
of big
it's got
buys
it's
going
got
on.
Richard Hart behind it too. That's a big. I mean, Hart is endorsing it. His cult alone is enough to his
Push it.
community enough, community, his tribe, his people, whatever. So it's
But
called
I mean, what?
it's teddy bear, right? SG. I think I'm gonna buy a little bag.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna buy a little
Yes. Yes. The
NFA. I'm gonna buy a little bag. I'm gonna put like
But
two.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
I
$2.
think what Post Drip is doing is
cool.
kind of adding stability to all of those tokens that are on Pulse Chain right
Like
now. All of the tokens that have Pulse Drip, that Pulse Drip is pushing in the garden, it adds stability to those tokens. So, like if you've noticed, since everybody's been putting their money into that Pulse Garden, the price of Pulse has been like pretty steady.
Yeah, and it's a bunch of other things too, because I think Pulse Drip is one of the bigger traffic people on there, because you can actually see it trending in. Holy shit! Somebody bought my NFT. Nice. Okay.
Okay. See that?
Huh?
Even came up.
What NFT was it?
233.
Burn swap?
Yeah. Wait, I'm so confused.
No, he's talking about P Drip.
Yeah, P Drip.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit.
Nice. Nice.
See that?
I
You came
needed
up on some money, man.
I needed some money.
Today was a good day. Look at that.
I like it. I put it on sale for last week. And all right, so now oh, that makes sense. Cuz I joined myself, right? And it said that my team members had gone down, right? It said I had, because I had nine people team on my team, and all of a sudden now it's like it's 8, and I thought somebody just didn't like me enough and they paid the $50. That kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. I was like, fuck, it hasn't even been that long yet, and you're leaving me. But I guess it was.
Look,
I guess.
people get traded on already.
I guess seriously, like I'm like, damn, dude, give me a minute, bitch. Like, let me. Whew.
Nah, this is the reality, and this is why a lot of people get wrecked.
So, how do I
All
get
right,
money away
so
from Pulse again?
oh, you got to bridge it back over with
Where?
PLS
Where
with
is that?
Pulse LN.
I
Just
know,
bridge
but
it back.
that's like, is that the cheapest?
I mean, shit, you just asked. I mean, who gives a fudge? You're just trying to get your money, right?
Yeah, but I want to get more of it, cause
Well, I mean, hey, it's hard out here for you.
that does make me feel better. Thank you. I was like, rent, you bastard.
Exactly.
Whew. Yay.
You know, everybody wants their money on the way to get out of it.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. All right. So back to what I was gonna do. I was gonna buy some. I was gonna buy some of the teddy bear thing. Let's send it to this wallet. I'm gonna buy some Spark too. I'm not gonna buy. Have you been putting money in Spark swaps, sir?
Spark is popping.
I know. So
I
yeah.
have no complaints over Spark.
Okay. So
I
you're doing.
have.
Okay. Good.
I have no. You know what? I think it's a better version of Pancake Swap
Well,
without even like
it is
getting
pancake.
there yet.
It is pancake
Yeah,
swap.
it's Pancake. I said that on my video, bro. I was like, this is Pancake Swap.
No, well, technically, it's Goose Finance. It's a fork of Goose Finance, technically. Like
Yeah.
it's Pancake, Goose Finance forked Pancake, and they did other things, and now their version is more popular than the regular Pancake. Blah blah blah. And but Pancake forked Uniswap.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you're in the drip community, all these people are bastards. Imagine drip is like Uniswap, right? But then Pancake came around and they're like, "Oh, Pancake sucks, you bastard!" And then people fork Pancake. "Oh, you bastard!" Never mind that
I mean,
drip
I
came
think
from something else.
people get too much into their feelings.
For
Like,
real, son.
all right, just like they're like, man, I'm mad Portal X doesn't work anymore. That was my favorite. Bro,
I
it
am.
comes and goes.
I am
It
mad.
comes and fucking goes.
It was
All
so
right?
beautiful.
Like, you know how the swap ends? When the dude gets tired of doing the freaking transactions.
Oh, dude.
That's when it ends.
Spark. I mean,
It's not automated.
Portal Swap was so beautiful. It was. Mwah. It's like
Now,
what I've always wanted
now
in my life.
that
You just put
person just
money
got
in.
tired of buying the pulse. He had
Yeah,
to buy the
I
pulse,
know.
keep the pulse in the wallet, and keep the
Ch-
BNB in the
Can we
wallet. And
can we
after
fucking can we fork this bitch?
you don't need to fork it, bro. All you gotta do is just have the residual. You can build the site, and you just do the wallet transactions yourself.
Well, yeah, I would have to fork the code, so I'm be in control of it, sir.
You know, que sera, sera.
C'est la vie. Que sera sera. Whatever will be. Mais oui. Too much? All right.
No,
That's right.
so
Mr. T,
Yes, sir.
did you see that? I took it off of Twitter somewhere, but did you see that chart that I posted in the burn swap staging room?
I did not because I'm not in there, sir.
Oh, well, then let me.
invite
If I
his
can,
ass. Invite his ass.
Are
he
you?
is in there.
I am not.
Let me see.
Oh, I think everybody needs to watch Hex Noob's video. I'm gonna watch it after I get off here.
I think I made you.
He was tell
Did I
he
make
was
you an
telling an
admin?
interesting ass story on
Sorry.
how his epiphany on how Drip started and the whole backlog on Drip. Now, no one knows how it started, but his story is so interesting. He was telling it on the voice chat a couple nights ago, and he said that he was going to do a video explaining his whole mind composition, and I think it's pretty fly.
Wow. Wait, this is making me buy a tropa. I don't want to buy a tropa. I'm so confused. I'm so
Yes, you do.
confused.
You want to buy a tropa?
Oh, I
I
do.
sent the chart to the room.
Which room, sir?
Your
Mine.
DeFi lounge.
Okay, cool. I see it now. I'm looking now. Yeah, chart of.
These are all the coins on Pulse that aren't pegged, but they have liquidity or, it's showing the possible exits, like Crypto God said, once they start to all peg, or if which ones do, or whatever.
Can you also post the proper contract addresses if you have them? Because I'm sure there's like a shitload of copies and other stuff.
For all these, I don't know.
Well, for whatever you.
Damn, do you want him to deposit the money on there and get the proceeds for you too, man?
Dude, do you know how often do you look for contract addresses? Do you know? Do you know? I mean, think about it. I mean, do you really like people just tell you the name of a token and you go search for it and you buy it? I mean, you can search for the name of a token. There's like 10,000 of that same token. So I like to be precise. I'm not.
In your DeFi lounge,
yeah, please.
I think it's the teddy bear came up already. Like the bot pulled it up. I think it's right above the chart.
Oh, that is the right one. Bear. Fuck me. What is wrong with you, boy? Guy, person. Ugh. Mon Dieu. C'est pas bon. C'est très mal. C'est très
Yeah,
mal.
I bought a good bag of this stuff, and when I won, when I got my ROI, I pulled out most of it, but then I just seen it keep going, and I was like, oh shit.
So I'm gonna be your exit. I like it.
No, I'm just gonna hold for a while till the Atropa thing sort of fizzles out.
Is it gonna fizzle?
I don't think it will.
I mean, is it gonna fizzle out? Because that's like the entire point of it, isn't it?
I love it. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, boy. All right, so let's get a little bit of teddy bear. Oh no.
Do y'all think Pulse is gonna fizzle out?
No.
No.
I think again, the man has too much of a cult. The cult is too strong, sir.
I think every token that is here right now will be here for quite some time. As long as they don't do anything stupid with the contract.
All they have to do is not fuck up.
Yeah. every single token that is here, every contract that is here, it will be like it really doesn't matter what you're getting into right now. Everything right now on Post Chain is beginning of drip. Just to
Yep.
be honest.
Where is? All right. So I got a little bit of a tropa. Yay. Uh, I still don't know what the fuck it does. I
It
also
makes you money.
I also have to help with that room, but I am massively distracted. All right, let's go over here then. All right, so no unexpected. Something wrong with the gas. It must be my slippage. What slippage did you use, sir? Oh, never mind. I got it.
Oh,
I got it. It worked. It went through.
Uh, Tell me what you guys think about this off topic. I just get a message from a chick I was with about 4 weeks ago. She put, hey, just letting you know I'm not pregnant. End
oh
message.
Lord. Oh Lord. Oh shit.
I mean, I wasn't even thinking about it, and then I just see this. I'm like, okay, okay. I'm not gonna
So
respond.
You should send her. You should send her like a rose or something, and be like, "Appreciate you, babe."
thank,
Like
Maybe I should put want to try again.
exactly. Be like, "Hey, better luck next time,
that's
right?"
what I was gonna say. Like, I mean, did you want to do over?
Like,
I
hey,
was actually, I was trying to attempt that. Depends on how cute she is. I'm like, "Hey, we can try this again. Anytime. You just let me know when you're ready."
This
I'm
is.
trying to figure out what emoji I should send.
The eggplant.
Thank you.
Let her know how serious you are. Just send her a nice eggplant.
Love it, love it.
By the way, I'm not. That's it. What's the last message you sent her? Like,
Let's see.
you gotta elaborate now.
Oh, the last message I sent her was, "Okay, cool. Park on the street. Call me when you get here."
Oh, great. Great. That's a great relationship right there. That's love you long time relationship.
Wow.
You can feel the passion.
Yes, yes.
Was this meant for somebody?
See,
Maybe it was meant for somebody else.
I don't think it was, but anyway, thank you guys. I needed a little bit of info.
That was awesome. Thank you, sir.
look, I'm down on his team. I get those type of messages quite a few times.
This is this is the.
I'd be on that Shakespeare. I will put it here. I will put it there. I will put it anywhere.
I am reformed and married.
hmm I still
And
put it there too. What you talking about? The married women get it mostly. Don't fall asleepeth, for I will sticketh in you with. That's wrong, isn't it?
a bit.
Well, that was good.
Like we were talking about, like, morally, if there are such a things.
Man, look. Okay, look.
I know morals are moral
No.
schmorals.
Hold on. Now that we got everybody in the chat, I want to ask a question.
Okay.
So, all right, now guys, you're out, you're drinking all night, you were out at the bar, you got drunk. You come home, your girlfriend or wife is at the house, you lay it down on the couch or on the bed, you wake up, you're naked. You don't remember what happened last night. Were you raped?
A little. A little. You was.
You know how many children are born that way?
Oh God. Then I
Oh,
have. I
so
say
where I
yes
was,
now. I didn't know at first the answer, but now I say yes. That is right.
so no, where I'm coming from is Men are considered such slime balls because, if we see a woman at the bar and she's drunk, and the moment that we notice that she's drunk, we cannot pursue anything further with her.
Yeah, but what if
Well, there
she
has been
notices we're drunk?
we're just doing this on the other hand. Men have been getting drunk for years, and we've been coming home from the bar and wherever we were drinking with our buddies for years. And a lot of our children were created through drunk consumption.
Yeah, I.
Yeah. So did our wives rape us?
Uh,
So,
not
so
this.
are you saying we're coherent a little bit during the rape, or we're
I
not
mean,
coherent at
I'm
all?
trying to figure this out. Now that the laws have changed, I'm trying to figure out, should
Like
I be calling?
if you don't remember it at all, did you give your
No, that
consent?
lady that hold on. She probably put a Quaalude in my shit.
Mm.
Look, that's you know, you never know nowadays. These women are tricky.
Yeah.
No, it was just a thought. The way the world works nowadays, I was just finding it. I do find things a little bit weird how men want to operate with their ladies and things like that. But then at one point in time, that's exactly how houses were established. The man would come home and he would be attacked, and you find out about 3 months later.
SJ, how many decimals for that TED token? I'm trying to add it automatically. It won't add. Do you know
Oh,
how many decimals are?
let me see if I could bring it up real quick on my deal.
18 is not working for me. Oh no, it's the teddy bear thing. MetaMask is saying that. Never mind. MetaMask is saying that the teddy bear name was too long for it. Weird. I had to edit it.
Yeah, I had the same thing. I had to delete that little symbol
Yeah.
for it to come in.
Okay. Okay. I was just crazy. Thank you. All right. I grabbed a little bit. Thank you for the not financial advice.
You got it.
This is the way. All right. Let's see. Uh,
I want all these guys to pick up on that Bouillon 5. You can only buy like $3 at a time or whatever.
oh, so you got.
But
Well, at least send me that link because that was like a 30 million%. That'll buy me a. That'll buy me and my wife harems.
yeah.
I'll even buy Crypto Got a harem too with that price. 3 million. I'll put $1 in there. It'll be $3 million. Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Oh,
I'll take that.
she. Yeah. Harem for you. Everybody gets a harem. I'll be harem Oprah. No. Okay. All right. All right.
Look, you get a harem, you get a harem. I know what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Oprah's my boo. I tell you, she better hope I never find her. Me and Stedman gonna be fighting over her love.
All right. For reals.
No, I'm so serious.
No, I know you're serious, sir. I believe you.
Like me and Oprah could have babies. Like for real.
Oprah, call my man. Call the man.
Like,
He loves you.
I'm fertile for Oprah.
You're fertile God.
Exactly.
Your name is not Myrtle. I was gonna make that, but that didn't work. Well, you could be fertile Myrtle. You don't want to be fertile Myrtle? It weren't.
Look, Oprah can call me whatever she wanna call me. She call me bitch. She like, bitch, get in the room. Okay, Oprah, I'm on the way. Everybody be like, man, he gets abused so much. And then I pull up in my diamond helicopter. I got like the rhodium helicopter blades and shit. Like, man,
Would that even be?
Pull off
look,
the hat,
Would that even
diamond
be?
hair.
Would that even be airworthy?
for me, yeah.
You just be like Cody. God, okay. I'm going to hell. Please don't flame me.
You know, they say it ain't tricking if you got it, and it ain't money if you can't spend it.
To die. Too much? All right, too much. All right. So we need to add an account. Uh, you son bitch. Okay, I don't know how to do this.
So who's gonna be the first person with the P Drip Max wallet? You think
Probably most.
Moonshot gonna get it, or you think Stunner gonna pass him?
Hey, don't go anywhere. I'm gonna be back. No need of introduction. Ah, 1 second. Let me chasing. Pepe versus good vibes, good vibes, good vibes. Let me add good vibes. We need to add Daniel. Add. No, where is the link to the room? God damn it. I wish that I could have thoughts without giving myself directions.
I wish I could do shit with my mind.
Me too. My mouth seems to always be involved somehow. I have to say it and then do it. I have a co-pilot.
Yup.
You know, like, I can't imagine the people that don't have that voice in their head. Some people don't have that inner monologue. I wish I could be those people.
You know what I always wanted when I was a kid? I wanted my own genie.
Mm.
Yep.
I could live with it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Man,
I wanted her to
like
have
that
the.
was the
I wanted her to have the boobs too. If I was gonna.
I wouldn't even care. Like my whole thing was I would wish for one more wish. Like every time, like they say you can't wish for infinite wishes. Cool.
You know what?
I'm gonna wish
There's
for
this
one more wish.
there's this great comic book. It's called 8 Billion Witches, 8 Billion Genies. It's awesome. Netflix is making it a TV show, I think, but it basically eight everybody in the world. You know, one day everybody wakes up. At the same time, every single person in the world gets a personal genie, and they all get one wish. One wish. Within like the first 3 minutes, the world is destroyed.
The best genie movie was Wishmaster.
No, dude, like somebody wished that the moon was alive and had hands. So that was one of the wishes that people wished, you know. And so the moon got mad at the earth and was throwing stuff at it. Like, can you imagine what the kids would be wishing for? Like, I'm sure somebody would wish that the planet would turn into a cube or something, or turn into. One of the things they showed was the world was on top of on the back of a turtle, flat on top of the back of a turtle. Somebody wished for Machirin to be real.
Oh, is this anime?
No. It's a comic book. I'll send you the. It's really good. It's called 8 Billion Genies. 8 Billion Genies.
Have you seen Wishmaster?
Yes. Here, go watch this video. It's awesome.
Wishmaster and what was that? Leprechaun. Makes you not want to wish for nothing.
For reals. I remember watching the first Leprechaun, and I remember all I can remember from that movie is boobs. That's what I can remember from that movie. Boobs.
Nope. Most iconic part was when the dude said,
Bless.
"I want your pot of gold," and he gave it to him. The pot of gold miraculously appeared in this dude's stomach. The whole pot, and then he took his fingernail and sliced his stomach open and started counting this
Is
shit.
that the one where the father had to bless his child. You know, like he was looking in the background, he was like watching her, and she sneezed, and he had to say "bless you" in order to save her or something.
Man, they came out with about 47 leprechauns.
I think that was the very first one, sir. I want to say. Okay, okay. We're at Crypto Chaser, uh, and I need to send him to that room. Why is my Telegram so fucking slow? Can anybody tell me?
Maybe you have a lot of things going on with it.
Yes, that might be.
Have you tried to like clear the cache, like the memory from a lot of rooms that you're not in?
Yes, I has, sir. I has. Let's see, what are we in? And I need to go back to chasing. All right, cool, cool, cool. I I forgot what I was supposed to do. Atropa. Oh yes, I did ask in the Atropa room what the fuck Atropa was. Let's see if anybody responded.
So I believe I heard this about Tropa. It's it's also a pegged coin that's gonna be pegged at $5.
What?
I heard that, or maybe that's what they're saying. That's Richard's Heart. Richard Hart's pegged coin is going to be a Tropa at 5, and that will bring P die to $1. Someone was saying that in
Mm.
some type of chat. The P die, I think it was the P die. They had a Twitter space on or something. I was listening to them, but I don't quote me on that 100%. I just took a huge rip. Maybe I'm tripping.
Hold on. Okay, uh, fucking Atropa. Somebody explain this shit to me. Alright, I have two responses in that room. Let's see, what's the first response? Scroll up, it has a lot has been said. Bitch, if I wanted to do that, I wouldn't have fucking.
I mean, maybe you should pay attention.
Atropa
This is
is a
one of them.
bot. Atropa is a bot siphoning liquidity through all its pairs. Main goal is to get P died at $1, but all pairs will pump. Okay, so it's a liquidity siphoner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so liquidity siphoner is something that trades back and forth and tries to suck the liquidity out of it. Okay. 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 It kind of makes sense. Ish. That's the thing about asking to these rooms. They just never. Uh,
How does it pump the other coins if it steals their
exactly.
liquidity?
My point exactly. Mon Dieu. C'est pas bien. C'est pas bien. Non.
Hey guys, I gotta head out. I gotta walk my dog. I'll be back in just a bit.
Okay, brother.
I gotta mute myself for a second. I'm gonna make a call. 1 second.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna stop the stream for a bit. Uh,